Oh my gosh.
Hello. I think this should be working now. Yeah, we're live. We're live with Humankind. Hello, hello, everybody who's joined, everybody who will join. Um, the theory with this stream is that it's being actually recorded as a VOD on Twitch, which is apparently just a box I needed to tick. So who would have known? I was trying to record it with OBS, which I'm doing anyway because I also want to upload it to YouTube, but yeah, I found out about the tick box relatively recently. So on this stream, we're gonna pick up where we left off last time. So we actually started the medieval era last time we were playing. So this time, hopefully, we'll actually get to play through a couple more eras as well. So we played through ancient and classical era, and we just reached medieval, so we haven't even picked the civ that we're going to play next. For now, as you can see, we're Morians, but not for long, because literally the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna pick another civ. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually gonna go and analyze the civs. I'm gonna lower the volume of the game again a little bit because I can't hear myself speak, which is a little bit irritating. So let's see. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Just see what's going on here. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. The idea is gonna be to play pretty much until I get hungry or tired. So I would like to finish this playthrough as soon as I can, to be honest, to start the second one. Maybe take a little break from Humankind and then finish our playthrough of Old World before that. But either way, we're gonna be coming back to Humankind for the second time just to be able to kind of see the depth of the mechanics. So far, we are very much in the beginning of the game. We're kind of on the first playthrough. So we have a pretty surface understanding of the mechanics. I would like to be able to analyze them on a slightly higher level when we kind of understand how all of the puzzle pieces connect to each other. Right, so we have our three big cities. I think we would like to actually build another city, or rather convert one of our settlements to another city. Can we afford it? We actually can afford it as well, which is great because we have never been able to afford it before. Involve your outpost into a city. There you go. So I guess this is the button, right? Right. So yeah, you can see we have this the original Babylon city, right? We have our. Oh my God! Really? These guys are here? What are they doing? They captured. Okay, so we got a bit of a pickle here. So we were following this unit from the Nubians. They were up here, and they actually just disconnected from over there, and they started moving into our territory. And I got curious about hey, what is this guys doing here? And they actually got to this empty territory, and they captured it. So yeah, I think if we want to prevent the further expansion of the Nubians, we're gonna have to actually go and build another outpost here as well, and maybe connect this outpost to one of our, well, there's only one option really. Oh no, two options. We can connect it either to the Sipar city or to the Vashukani city. Yeah, I do want to actually convert this guy into a proper city, so we have like a little third city here connecting like Ogma and Almach, and when we capture this thing as well, which probably should do as soon as possible, honestly, because these guys don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. And then we have this guy gathering a little bit more influence, which is going to help. Yeah, the long-term plan is actually going to be, you know, conquering the Nubians at some point. The only problem is that, as you can see, we're pretty friendly with them. We have absolutely no war support. I'm not sure exactly how to, you know, heighten the war support, besides maybe canceling the, you know, the different agreements and treaties that we have signed with them. Maybe that's how you do it. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Yeah, for the time being, I'm gonna start converting this guy into a city. Okay. And we're gonna attach another territory to it. So they have a third kind of big city over here. I would like to build a thing here as soon as possible. But for now, we're gonna actually get some quarters here so that we get a little bit more industry, so we can build things a bit faster here. It's a good place to do it. There we go. And then we're going to send this unit, since it's already down here, over there, so they would build another settlement, and we can actually expand this guy. Halrian, hi. Yeah, hey, good to see you. Like, really nice for you to join us. Yeah, I've been trying to stream on different days of the week, so different people can join. Also, hopefully, starting today, VOD are gonna start appearing on the channel, so it's gonna be much easier to kind of, if you missed a stream, you can go and check it back. I think they're gonna last 2 weeks. This one I'm also recording through OBS, so I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel. Haven't really been using it in many years, so I'm just gonna mostly use it as a repository for these stream recordings for the time being, so you can also kind of long-term come and check them out as well. Yeah, so for now we have like a little kind of strategy here going, so we're trying to get here as soon as possible so we can capture this guy and connect it to this guy. We have a bunch of influence, but the main thing that we're gonna do right now is actually we're gonna go and we're gonna check out what is our next timeline here. The Finnish time zone don't usually agree with my own, but it only works perfectly well. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I'm trying to stream a bit earlier in the day. During the week is a bit hard because, I mean, obviously I work during the day, right? But on the weekends this is possible, so I'll try to keep this time slot. Maybe next weekend we'll see. Actually, next weekend I'm not gonna be able to stream because next weekend I'm away. Actually, first time leaving the country since the pandemic started, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah, like starting next week, I won't be streaming for about 2 weeks or so. But yeah, so by then we should try to finish this, at least this first playthrough, and see how it goes. So a little recap of how this mechanic works is that, right, so just starting from the beginning for those who are joining and who haven't been following kind of Humankind, the main shtick of this game is that you don't start with a Civ from the beginning and keep it until the end, right? So you're actually never gonna have like a Gandhi with nukes. That was always a little bit silly, so they wanted to also keep it a little bit more replayable, so you don't always keep the same civilization from the beginning till the end, and also at the same time you have a little bit more kind of thematic coherence, right? Because you know, Gandhi with nukes, a bit weird, right? So we have these different like civs that we get to choose on when we reach the next era. So the way the era mechanic works is that if you look here on this screen, there's a lot of these different achievements you can get. Excuse me. And depending on which civ you have a different like special achievement. So this one is like has these little like laurel leaves, and it's at the top here. That's the achievement that's going to give us the most amount of fame, and it's most likely also, depending on our perks, going to help us get it faster as well. So for example, this Morian civ is really good at influence, right? So we're getting influence as our main kind of win condition, so to speak, for this era. You can see we've already been through 1 and 2 eras, right? So in our first era, we picked Babylonians who had perk +2 to science per research technology on capital. So like Babylonians were kind of all about science, but they had pretty low city stability. They had like -10 on city stability. So in that case, the game was actually pushing us, and they had a special building. You can see, well, not this one, we can't see it anymore, but the Babylonians had a special building that you could build in any capital that would give us like a lot of science resource. So we actually, so it's really cool because it's like clearly forced us into this, like, we picked ourselves a civ, and it gave us also like a goal that we need to get science as quickly as possible. It helped us get that goal, get to that goal quickly, because again the perks are helping. So +2 science and per research technology on capital. So that was pushing us in that direction. I went pretty far in the science direction. We got, I think, 2 or 3 stars. But then the era ended, right? The way it ends is that when you gather 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars, then you reach the next era, right? And once you have reached the next era, you actually get this screen. And what happens on this screen is that you actually pick your next civilization. So you don't get to keep your old civilization. You keep the perks that they gave you, and maybe the units even. Yeah, definitely the units, but you don't get to keep the civ itself. Your civ becomes another civ. And what's cool about it is that when we picked Morians last time, our specialty changed from science to influence. And you can see it here right now. We're Morians, and our main resource that is going to give us stars, or that is going to give us most fame. I'll get to fame in a second. It actually is influence. So we were working very hard to get as much influence going as possible, because this was our kind of fastest way to victory, basically, right? And you are kind of winning the game across like multiple eras. So you can't just like, start in the ancient time. Maybe you can actually just win the game and stay in ancient times, but I think that it probably scales, so it does probably push you to advance through the eras. But anyway, talking about fame. So right now the reward 0 is because we're, I think, at the end of our turn, so we're not actually able to get anything for it. Usually it's like 150, maybe 45, maybe 68 or something, just that kind of order of magnitude of numbers, right? And here you can see the current, so to speak, leaderboards in the game. So we're winning. We're number 1. We have 2050 fame, and you get fame by achieving these things, by achieving deeds, right? Deeds are these kind of achievement-like goals that you want to get, right? So you can go read what they want you to do and go do those things. So far I haven't really found the need to actually read them. They just kind of happen. We haven't really been in a situation where it's like, well, this is the most efficient way to get like 150 fame is to circumnavigate the world. I mean, we're gonna do all of these things anyway, or at least we're gonna try. So it makes sense to come look here, and there's like, well, maybe it'll inspire you to do something that you think is actually easy for your save at the moment. But most of the time, yeah, winning a lot. But to be honest, this is the first playthrough, and it included a tutorial, so I'm pretty sure that the AI is somehow gimped in our favor at the moment. But yeah, like, so these things are kind of achievement-like, and they give you a little bit of fame here. The main way, though, is these things here. They're also kind of like achievements, but in addition to fame, they also give you stars. And the difference here is that, like, fame is universal, and I think the civ with the biggest amount of fame in the end wins the game, like the whole game. So there aren't actually like multiple win conditions. Like in Civ, there's only one win condition, because you get to the you get maximum fame, right? That's cool. Well, we talk about like what dynamics that actually leads to in the end, but the way to advance to the new era is not through fame, even though it is a pretty effective measure of how good you're doing in the game. But it's the stars, right? So you get the stars by doing this, and this is the only way to get them. So for this one, for example, you need to control or destroy 8 military units. For this one, you need to obtain 21 technologies. For this one, you need to earn a bunch of money, and it's cumulative. For this one, you need to have a bunch of districts. For this one, you need to attach territories to cities. For this one, you need to have a lot of population. You get the idea, right? So every time you achieve the goal that they're saying here, it gives you a star. And here's an interesting thing about these stars here as well, as you can see that there's only 3 of them, right? There's only 3 stars above each one of these little achievements. And the reason for that, I think, or I mean, I'm sure, is so that you don't stick around in the old era, right? And that you actually move on to the next era, because you're going to keep actually doing all of these things, right, as you play the game, but you are not getting any more rewards for them anymore. You're no longer getting stars. So that's kind of the game telling you, hey, you should move on now, right? You should keep going into the next civilization. And the reason why they're doing it is because that's kind of like, that's the fun way to play the game, right? It's just you advance to the eras, you're pushed in different directions, and then you can actually you can actually experience it the way it was meant to be experienced. That's my guess, at least, why it works like that. So okay, so that's pretty much the idea of this whole system. It's pretty straightforward. So far, I haven't really noticed much difference in terms of mechanics from Civ 6 or something when it comes to just pure kind of city management and building like these kind of boroughs or whatever they're called, like districts, right? I think this is all pretty standard 4X fare, honestly. But the Empire screen selection and era advancement is, I think, the kind of main thing that makes this game stand out from the rest. The other thing that's going on here is that because we're the first ones who got to the medieval era, we get to pick first. We get to pick which Civ we're going to be playing in the medieval era before everybody else, right? So we have a bigger selection, right? It gives us an advantage. So we are also motivated to actually move on to the next era quicker. Again, it's another mechanic that tells you, hey, move on, keep going, right? Like keep moving on, right? And that's because that's the fun way to play this game. Right, so what we're gonna do first, I guess, is that we're gonna look at these medieval civs. Because, by the way, civs are actually specific to the era that they're in, right? So in this case, we're in the medieval era, so there's only going to be medieval civilizations here to choose from. So we're going to look at all of them, compare them to each other, kind of read the perks that they give us, see the kind of like flavor of them as well. I think flavor is pretty important in these things because, again, this is sort of done for a little bit more narrative coherence. So I'm playing kind of 50-50, like rational min-maxing and also actually just role-playing a little bit what we're trying to do. What makes it a little bit difficult to say this game is very narratively coherent is that, our current civ is Morians, right? So what we could do is we could say, actually, we're going to stay Morians for the next, we transcend into the next era, and that gives us 10% additional fame if we do that, but we don't get any bonuses. We keep their old bonuses. We don't get any more perks. It can be a valid strategy, but what the game really wants you to do is it wants you to go and choose a completely different civ, right? So Morians are these people. We looked it up in the beginning of the classical era. These are people from the territory of modern-day India, right? And they have their own culture that is very unique and different, and from that part of the world. But I can just now go and say, actually, now we're Franks. So it kind of makes it like, the Morians became Franks. Right, Franks is the kind of like it's the dynasty, or it's the people that ended up like they became, I guess, France eventually, right? Or we can go and choose English, right? Like English are a thing, right? So where's India and where's England, right? Like it has nothing to do with each other. Probably, if they contacted with each other, it was like very barely and through like the Silk Road or something. So it's not really narratively coherent in that way. But the reason they did it is so that you have more choice and more replayability. So the next time we play the game, so we're not going to go Babylon, Morians, English, we're gonna go something completely different, and something completely different. And the combination of those things will actually push us to play differently. And that's what's cool about this system, is that there's a little bit more replayability here than something than in most kind of 4X games that I've played before. So let's see how it actually plays out. So okay, now that we're here, let's actually analyze these things. So we already looked at Morians, so we get +10 additional fame gain bonus multiplier if we keep it. I don't like this. I would like to actually pick a different civ. So let's go, I guess, left to right. So we got the Aztec. May we witness the sunrise in 1,000 lands. You may still try to roleplay, but it's hardly a viable strategy. Yeah, I know. And I think maybe if you play it on lower difficulties, then it's probably okay. Which I think we are right now. The game didn't tell us what difficulty we're on, because we're beginning to play from the kind of from the tutorial. And by the way, hi, Serge Miller. But then the question is, we're not gonna probably the second time play on the lowest difficulty. We're probably going to, increase the difficulty to actually see how the AI works as well and that sort of thing. Okay, so look at the Aztec. We've got +2 to land movement, so that's if you want units to move fast, -20% on unit industry cost. So this one is a cool one because this basically is telling me that we can build an army pretty quickly, and the army is gonna go places pretty quickly. Also, it lets us build a sacrificial altar, which is their special building here, and that building gives us faith, stability, and influence per adjacent district. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be some kind of industry specific civ, and the unit that we get is this really cool looking jaguar warrior armed with a maku ahuitl. The fearless nobles of the Jaguar warriors are fighting in assault. Okay. So, close combat units. Okay. Then we've got Byzantines. Byzantines, I think, are the... aren't they the Eastern Roman Empire, right? Like when the Roman Empire collapsed, it became kind of like a bunch of different countries in the West, and then the Byzantines kind of stayed sort of together. I think that was kind of the thing, and they had like this state religion with Orthodox Christianity and that sort of thing. So this is all about money. I think that's right. I'm not sure though. Correct me if I'm wrong on the history part. I'm not exactly sure I'm correct here. Okay. This is a trait that gives us more money per alliance on all cities. So this is cool. We have one alliance currently. We haven't actually gotten far enough with our relationships with other empires. But the other thing with here is that we're probably going to attack our neighbor, the Nubians, because they're kind of getting in the way. Byzantine is a good roleplay choice if you play Greeks or Romans in previous era. I'm sure there will be playthroughs of it. Yeah, exactly. Wonder where it goes after that though, because I think your choices are pretty limited in the modern era, but who knows. And what we can build is I keep doing this, we can build hippodromus, which is, I guess, horse racing place. Then we get money per horses, plus more money, and money per adjacent horses deposit. We actually do have a couple of places with horse deposits. It's not a bad thing. I'm not sure what I like about this one, because this basically means that we need to be allies with everybody, and that's how we get the money. And I'm not sure I want to be allies with everybody anymore, because, our neighbors are not like super friendly. They're kind of invading a little bit. Right, and then we got Franks. Franks are all about influence, so this is the continuation actually of our previous civ. Our previous civ was also all about influence. This is pretty strong. This gets plus 10% influence. So what influence allows us to do is actually build cities quickly and upgrade cities and integrate districts into cities and that sort of thing. And we can build a script. Oh, come on, this keeps happening, because I'm trying to scroll this thing and instead it scrolls the whole thing. Also know the resources unique unit takes. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Let's take a look here. So this one actually is Varangian Guards, and yeah, this is metal. Takes 2 metal. We don't have 1 metal, or iron, I guess. Okay, so this one plus faith plus science. I like plus science, plus influence, and plus researches. Yeah, so this is pretty cool for science victory. Maybe, well, it's not like there's a type of victory, but there is a science as a resource that lets you advance quicker and get more points and that sort of thing. This is not a bad choice, Franks, honestly. Then we've got Ghanaians, plus 5 money per number of access to luxury resources, which we do have quite a bit of. Plus 5 money per number of accesses to strategic resource, which you also have a bit of. So this is a better way if we want to like go for like a money sieve. This would be a pretty good choice, I think, because we do have a lot of different resources. And then we build a luxuries market, which again gives us more money per resources, which we can build one of each, one in each of our cities as well, which is cool. And then you get this really cool looking as well camel warrior guy that you can build. Oh, hi, Grumpy Fat, so welcome. So this one doesn't need any specific like resource, because camel is not a resource, apparently. It's only horses. But you do need to research a tech that we maybe don't have yet, which is chivalry. So this is like a knight, I guess. It's kind of like a medieval knight, but it's on a camel. It's cool. Okay. What else? We got Teutons, which I guess are the kind of knights, sort of. Let justice be done, though the world perish. I think there's a lot of wars that these guys participated in the medieval times. That was like kind of their thing a little bit. So you got plus 1 money per state religion follower. Yeah, so they're like the kind of the what do you call them? The crusaders kind of knight people. And you got science per state religion follower. So this is cool because, you know, surprisingly for ourselves, the religion that we had developed while we were still Babylon in the ancient era, the religion was called Babylonian paganism. It actually spread around the continent like wildfire, and everybody's now a follower of that religion, which means that if we get this civ, we're going to get a whole bunch of money, and we're going to have a lot of science as well, which is cool, right? And then we can build this and gives us more influence, which gets us, oh my god, which lets us also kind of spread out. And what is here? We got Teutonic Knights. That's pretty badass. So you need to do iron. We only have 1 iron. We need iron. And we need to do horses. We need 2 horses, which we do have. This looks like a pretty good unit, actually. Heavy cavalry, fast, hard-hitting mounted unit, able to charge enemies. This is a really solid option right here. I really like this. Let's remember Ghanaians, because I mean, again, money is good, and Teutons because also money but also science. I like money and science. That's really nice. What do we have here? We have Khmer. Does anybody know what this civ is about? I don't know which part of the world this is from. So Khmer, a mountain never has 2 tigers. That's a cool description. Yeah, this is another one of these industry focused ones. So plus 3 industry on maker's quarter, plus industry on population. So everybody's working hard, and you got some food, and you got some industry per adjacent river, workers lots. So it's all about like industry. Industry is not bad because again, with industry you can build things pretty quickly. Cambodia, okay. Between Thailand and Vietnam. Yeah, that makes sense. Because elephants, right? Like, where else do you have elephants? Only in Asia and in Africa. And I guess this is the more Asian elephant here. And we got an elephant unit here. We already have one, actually. It's a different one. But this is also cool looking. Has like a crossbow mounted elephant. That's pretty badass. I hope this actually existed, this thing. Dhanvi Gaja. That's a cool name, but it's also like, I mean, elephant with a mounted crossbow. Come on, this is badass. I need 2 copper and 2 iron. We actually don't have 2 copper. We only have 1 copper, and we have 1 iron because our neighbors / friends got to our resources faster. We're actually gonna go see if we can buy it from them or something. And they're ranged, which is nice because we haven't actually tried any combat with ranged units yet. We're gonna see how that goes as well. Okay, then you got English, all about food. So plus 7 food per number of attached territories and city or outposts, which you have quite a bit of. Got a bunch of food. Food gives you population. Population then contributes to those other things we've had. Just read you know, like on population this, on population that, so that's pretty cool. And it builds us a stronghold, which lets us increase district fortification and stability and combat strength on units adjacent. So this is pretty good for like defending. I guess they're all about like castles, right? So stronghold, right? Yeah, makes sense. And got longbowmen, which we can actually build already, which is nice. Then we've got Mongols. Mongols are a really interesting one. I think we briefly looked at the Mongols last time before we ended the stream. Wind through the hair, blood on the blade, that is enough. The funny thing with Mongols is that you actually see that their bonus is very simple, and the building that they build doesn't give you that much kind of resource. What happens here is that it's actually like a very different flavor-wise way of playing the game, I think, because here I think it's the only unit that has a defense-focused main trait that is given to you. I think everybody else is like food or industry or money or, you know, this sort of thing. And these are the only ones that have like a military resource. So they're all about like invasion, right? So they're all about ransacking, you know, cities and outposts and that sort of thing. So you get plus 100% ransack gains on the army. So this is all about like waging war. Which I don't think we're actually quite prepared for, even though we do want to conquer the Nubians because they're annoying. But I don't know if like we're going to be doing much ransacking. We just kind of want to get access to the resources. We'll see if there's any other way to do that. And then you get Orda, which is, I guess, like a kind of yurt thing that you can build. And unlike a regular outpost, it automatically upgrades. So, you know, it can't attach it to a city, but it's very easy to kind of build it. Like you immediately get a city, basically, don't get an outpost, which is nice. Then we have Umayyads. In the mosques we pray, in the libraries we record. Again, I'm not sure exactly where Umayyads are from. It kind of seems like architecturally that it's some kind of like Middle Eastern part of the world. At least that's what it kind of seems like, because I've been to the Cordoba Cathedral / mosque, and that it had a lot of these kinds of columns here, and I think they have it exactly from the time when it was still controlled by the I don't know exactly, but what's it called, but the kind of Muslim kind of kingdom that controlled that part of Spain at the time. So here we've got science. So this is another one that is really good. I also like how like thematically this is kind of makes sense. Right, Umayyads were the first Muslim dynasty who conquered Persia, Arabia, Northern Africa, and southern part of Iberian Peninsula. Okay, so it is them then. They're called something else in Spanish. That's why I was a little bit confused, because I think they have their own name. They have their own name for that. I forgot what that name was, but okay, that makes sense. And they're all about actually science as well. They're like, you know how we have like Arabian letters and or like rather numbers that we use, like Arabic numbers that come from this, I guess, right? So get +5 science per alliance on all cities. This is pretty good. This is pretty good, actually. But I don't know if we're going to be making any more alliances. This is cool, though, because if you build this Grand Mosque, you get +3 science per number of attached territories, +5 faith, -10 stability, +1 researcher, and +1 influence on emblematic district. And you get Haras as the unit, which requires 3 horse, which we also have, which is nice. This is actually pretty good. This is a really good unit right here. It's pretty cheap. It uses only the resources that we have, so we don't need to do anything to get it. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure about like this specific bonus, but yeah, you can harass with that unit. That's nice. That's a very funny joke, Serge Miller. That's very funny. I hope you can actually harass with that unit. Okay. And the last one that we haven't looked at yet is Norseman. So this one is also actually a military bonus here. So you get +3 to naval movement speed and naval unit, +2 combat strength on naval unit, and you build a Nost. The walls and roof of the boathouse are wrought from cut timber, but underfoot the Norse walk on sand or rock. -10 stability, food, money, farmers, influence. Okay, so that's like a market and farmers quota at the same time. This is pretty cool actually. This if you want a lot of food, which we kind of don't actually, and then we get the Viking ship. That's cool. It's a naval transport. Ranged combat naval unit must have line of sight. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. This ship is pretty cool because we actually do need to travel kind of abroad, and this is like a ranged one as well. We haven't had the naval combat yet, but we might, and it seems like being able to shoot people from a distance is a pretty nice bonus. Okay, so where are we? Right, so we're not doing Mongols. We're not doing the English. We might be doing Teutons. Let's see again here with the unit. We do need 2 iron, so it's a little bit of a quest that we need to go on. Harbors are already very powerful quarter, and Norsemen got an upgrade to that, it seems. Yeah, they do. They do. I haven't really had much use for the harbor yet because we haven't really tried expanding into the sea yet. We only built 1 ship, but who knows? Maybe we'll get more. So here, yeah. Sorry, where were we? Yeah, so not English, not. Yeah, not Khmer actually, not Khmer. I don't like this unit, like this specific perk here. I do like this a lot because again, our religion followers are plentiful, and we're gonna get a lot of money and a lot of science for free, and that's really cool. That's like just like a straight up bonus to us. I guess the objective for the stars is gonna be earning money, and it's not a bad thing either because we do need a lot of money actually. Ships seem pretty useless and badass. Yeah, let's see how it goes with the ships. Like so far, the only thing I need the ships for is to actually move a unit from from a continent to an island or to another continent. So let's see how that goes. I do like these Ghanaians as well because you get money per number of resources, which again you get a lot of money from, like a lot of money. But maybe we should try to develop more faith. Actually, that's pretty good. What do these guys have as the? Yeah, we can actually build this one already, so there's no need to go on the quest. So this is a pretty tough choice. Like I really like both of these actually. Both of these are pretty cool. But I do like the look of this one. This is like a pretty badass chainmail unit. It has a lot of strength, 39 just from 1 unit, and this one has 35, which is also pretty good considering that it's cheaper, it doesn't require resources. So I don't know, a little bit torn between these. Kind of leaning toward money as the main resource here. Yeah, in the end, I don't actually like Franks that much because we've just done influence, so not Franks, not Byzantines, yeah, not the Aztecs. So yeah, so really the choice here is Teutons and Ghanaians. What do you guys think? What should we pick? Really like this unit. Don't have enough iron, but like it. And this one have everything but yeah, per resource or per follower. You know what, let's just go maybe with religion this time. Let's just try to figure out how we get more people to get our religion. We're gonna spread onto other continents maybe, and then this way earn a whole bunch of science and money. Ghanaians are real good, but they will oversimplify gameplay toward only a single resource. Yeah, you're right, that's a really good point. When we build this, it gives us faith and influence and science and money by default. So let's get this. Let's get this guy to see how mechanically this actually works. So let's adopt Teutons and enter the medieval era. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, it's not ready yet. Oh yeah, this is our avatar, by the way. She's not changing. I think there was a bug the first time we played where we chose this avatar because she looked pretty badass, and then we became Babylonians and it actually gave us some other woman as the avatar, even though this is supposed to be us basically in this game. But then luckily when we restarted the game, we came back to the avatar we actually chose. Let justice be done, though the world perish. Is this correct? I don't know. Confirm. Hello. We're in the medieval era. What are we doing with our technology here? So we're building craftsmanship. This is fine. I guess we're just trying to get cheap resources here a little bit. And fortifications. Wonder, I guess maybe next turn we can advance to the medieval era technology here. if it's correct English. Yeah, I don't know if that was correct English. That was a bit weird. Okay, so we're kind of still Morians. I guess next turn we're gonna get to the next civ here. World deed locked. Built to last has been locked by another empire. Okay.
What do you say to this appeal?
Who are you? Oh, the Huns. Okay. So you want to propose that we only trade luxuries? I mean, sure, why not?
Your proposition is advantageous.
Main thing I care about is that... Ooh, they have a really high war support against us. Interesting. I'm not gonna propose anything to them. C'est une anglaise française. Okay. Okay, yeah, this guy... So the problem we had here is that we're actually trying to go back home, but now that we have, met these, the Huns, it can actually be kind of a problem because we can't go through their lands, and our ship is not good enough to actually be able to go on the open seas. It gets lost. So we need to figure out a way to get to low tide over here in like 2 turns, because if we don't, kind of in trouble. So let's see how we do that. Yeah, this city has finished building, so we need to build something. But what I want to see is, do we actually... This didn't get updated yet. Okay. Hi Billings, good to see you. How's it going? Ah oui, français, y a pas de problème. I did live in France for, 3 years, I want to say. And yeah, I studied there. I also had a company there, so that was like a whole experience. Because in France, if you don't speak, hi Mars, really nice to see you, man. Or are you a man? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Lviv is awesome. Visited last year. It was really cool. Hi Vita, how's it going? Do you play strategy games? Because we're playing strategy games, and it's pretty cool so far. Alright, I don't know. The problem here is that, like, I actually don't want to build anything for the Morians yet, because we're not actually Morians anymore. As soon as this turn ends, we're going to have to go and change what we're building. But I don't know what the goal is yet, so I guess we'll build something. We're going to build something. I think, like, religion was a thing, right? So maybe religion, or maybe just do, like, an infrastructure project here. Yeah, like, this is fast. We can do it quickly. And I do not play strategy games, but I'm going to learn and see what you think about. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So if for those just joining, this game is actually a very interesting take on the 4X genre, because you know how if you played Civilization, or if you haven't played Civilization, you must have heard about, Gandhi nuking everybody. Because in Civ, you pick one civilization in the very beginning of the game. So you can, for example, pick like Teddy Roosevelt in like the ancient era, and then drag him all the way through the ages into modern age, or the Gandhi or whoever, right? And then that's it, right? Like, so there's no like narrative coherence there, and there's also kind of pretty much the same playstyle that you picked in the beginning. You end up with it in the end as well. What this game does is that when you move from one era to the next, it forces you to pick a different civ. So currently we're Morians, which is a civilization that exists in the it existed in the classical era on the territory of on the territory of like modern day India, and now we're moving on to be Teutons, like Teutonic Knights actually. Huh, you're sitting in a marshutka. For those who don't know, marshutkas are these quintessential Eastern European minibuses that are, they're called marshutka because they're called like marshutny taxi, which is like a taxi that's like a minivan that moves from on like specific routes. And they're pretty gnarly, honestly, but they're usually the quickest way to get around from one place to the next. And the various mayors of Kiev have been trying to get rid of them for the past 20 years or so. All right, let's build something in the city as well. Maybe we'll do something very quick here as well. Can we do anything quick? Can we build this guy? Do we want to build this guy? We don't really want to build this guy. Let's just build, let's just build the science research quarter here. Because we do have these bonuses for it, so we're gonna do this. Oh, it's you, Rowan. Nice. Okay, it's hard to recognize people from Twitter when their nicknames have changed. Okay. Oh, there we go.
And technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. The Teutons did indeed have great cities with great cathedrals, but don't forget their great armies and great ambitions.
Yeah, Grumpy Fat, so I guess that, so you are the same, you have the same nickname, Vida has the same nickname, and Billings has the same nickname. But then there's some people that don't have the same nickname, and makes it a bit confusing, but that's cool, it's all cool. Everybody should name themselves however they want. How long I plan to stream today? I'm planning to stream until I get hungry and want to eat dinner, and then I will stop streaming, and then maybe go eat dinner and then stream more. I really want to get through this first playthrough today if I can, but let's see how it goes. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes. It didn't take us very long actually to get the medieval era, especially if you consider that we've been kind of reading tutorials for a couple of hours. So craftsmanship researched, okay, that's cool. This lost at sea mechanic is getting a little bit on my nerves. Basically what they do with it is that we have this ship, right? We haven't researched a way for it to move on like deep sea. So the way it works, the way they prevent you from going to the deep sea is kind of neat, actually, because in Civ there's also this concept of shallow sea and deep sea, and when you unlock moving to deep sea, then you can go there, but until then you can't, and it's kind of like an invisible wall basically for that. But then in this game you can go on it, but only for one turn. If you stay one more turn on the deep sea, then your unit disappears and just, I guess, your ship just sinks. So yeah, I've got this icon on this ship here telling me that I'm in deep sea, and if I wait one more turn, it's gonna sink. So it's cool for traversing these kinds of areas where there's no way to go fast from here to here. So probably that gave them a lot of leeway in level design, because, for example, you can see there's these icebergs here, right? Which is really cool actually, because they could just place these things more organically, and they can still count on the player actually being able to get from here to there. Like in Civ, this would not be possible, so they would actually have to make much more shallow sea over here, which then in turn, because they would have to do it everywhere, they would also increase the size of the map. And when you increase the size of the map, the game becomes longer. You play it for longer. It takes longer to get from point A to point B. Slows down the pace quite a bit. This game doesn't actually have that problem, which I really appreciate. But then, like I said, it's kind of getting on my nerves. I just want to upgrade to actually be able to swim here more comfortably, because also I kind of want to get out of here as well. Maybe if I upgrade this guy. Okay, so if we upgrade it to Quadrirem, it's going to be able to move on deep water, but it's going to get damaged. This one would just straight up die, so maybe let's do that. I think that's probably a good idea. Can it be done at the current position is not valid? Wait, what? Oh, I guess we're out of movement or something? Grand Duchy of Lithuania next era. It would be nice. That would be, yeah, it would be kind of hilarious. Teutons become the Lithuanians, but hey, could be worse. Could be much worse. Yeah, this is not gonna work, is it? We're not gonna make it. We're gonna go back. Yeah, I guess I need to be in friendly waters, yeah. What are we building here? Let's see. We got Sipar. Yeah, so again, let's look at what... There you go. We're Teutons. Okay, so this is cool. This is not what I expected at all. I thought this was gonna be about the main resource. So the way this works, just for anybody joining recently, the way this works is that we're trying to get our stars up, right? So we need 6 stars. How many? No, 7 stars to transition to the next era, right? So era number 4. I don't know what it is actually. Early modern, I guess, right? And then to get these stars, we need to complete these achievements here. And there's different kinds, right? So this one is owning more territories attached to the city. And this one is earning money, and this one is earning science, etc., right? And every time you achieve the goal that they're telling you here, you get a star. And you also get some fame, and fame is our main resource here that by which we win the game in the end. So I thought that this was going to be something about religion or something about science or money or something, because it's the bonuses that this... Yeah, see, this has like a money icon on it even, but it looks like it's expansion. So yeah, we're gonna build a bunch of cities, I guess, and that sort of thing. What are we closest to? We're still closest to the science star, so we're probably gonna go for that first. Then maybe go for this as well, because this is the best way to get a lot of fame for us. So yeah, so we need science, we need pretty much everything really. And districts, we need districts. Let's build a district. In fact, let's build this special district from this specific Civ that will give us a bunch of religion. So the way we earn money now and influence is through religion. If you look here, our religion, our state religion is called Babylonian Shamanism. That's what we founded when we were still Babylonia. And you can see that this whole continent is our religion. So for every citizen in every of these cities, we're getting money and we're getting influence, because that's the perk of the Teutons. Would be cool to convert these people and those people also to our religion. They have their own shamanism, it looks like. And this one is being converted. That's not our city, that's our neighbor city, but it's going to become Babylonian shamanism in one turn. Okay. Cool. Next turn. Let's go. Fortifications researched. So we get military camps and get strength from building military camps, and we get citizens, and we get stone walls. Nice. Okay, let's go to the technology screen and look at those medieval technologies. I think we've researched like everything up until this point. It's also interesting, right? Because like in Civ, you almost never research everything. In this game, it kind of looks like we have researched everything already. Like from the previous eras, was pretty easy actually for us because we have a pretty strong science focus from the beginning. Yeah, I'll go for this because I really want this unit. But it's actually good that I'm looking at it, because it's reminded me that we need to go and first actually get the iron, right? We don't have any iron. We need 2 of it. So let's actually see. Maybe we do have 1 actually. I think we have 1 iron somewhere. Like here, this is iron. This is the first one we have. And is there any more iron anywhere on the map? Let's take a look. We don't know what that is. No, there isn't. There isn't anywhere here, at least. That's a bummer. So we're gonna figure out a way to buy iron from... Oh, there is iron over here. So these people, the Mohenjo-Daro, we actually haven't met them yet. This is just a city, so we haven't actually met them. We don't know who they are, but they have iron. So at some point... And they're not actually even getting it, so might as well invest into it. But we need to figure out a way how to contact them first to get it. Or maybe explore a bit more and find if there is any more iron anywhere else. Yeah, you go there. And you upgrade. And you cannot upgrade because, yes, we're on the wrong territory. So we're in a bit of a pickle, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to get out of here. We're maybe gonna try to swim like this or something. But it's getting kind of problematic right now. We need to open up the borders for these guys. So we're gonna try to do that.
Friend, I trust you are well.
And they want to fight us for some reason. They're militarist. Okay, that's why. So they trade in luxuries with us. We don't really need any of their luxuries, to be honest. Would be really nice if we... What is going on here? You can always trespass with the Teutons. Nice. Wait a second. We got some kind of perk from our Civ. How cool is that? Maybe we can just go here. This is very good. This is gonna save everything. It's gonna solve all of our problems. Where's our elephant? We're sent an elephant over here to build a settlement. Where is it? There it is. And we got an event. We got an event, Land and Freedom. The Empire is a vast, glorious land of mountains and grasslands, stretching countless leagues and full of wonders and mysteries. Over many generations, young people have subdued many of its corners, but now you must ask the question, to whom do these lands truly belong? Okay, we got a new civic. So the way civics work in this game is basically you're enacting laws. So if any of you have played Frostpunk, this is actually pretty similar because you get to decide, do I want to enact this law or that law, right? And depending on which law, so in this case, communal land, and in that case, inherited land. So this is kind of how do you want to deal with this specific issue in your country. Depending on which way you go, it moves these sliders left or right, right? So it moves you on the axis, in this case, collectivism to individualism. So if you enact communal land, then it moves you to collectivism. If you enact inherited land, it moves you more toward individualism. And then when you do this, you get these bonuses, right? So if you enact communal land, you get +10 food per number of attached territories on all cities, which was also thematically kind of cool. It makes sense. And this one allows to claim, attach, and merge territories with money instead of influence. This is really cool, actually, because we have a lot of money. I don't know if you have that much influence. Yeah, Vito, this is like one of my favorite mechanics as well. This is not how it works in Civ. In Civ, it's like you kind of drag these cards around, do kind of give you choice, but it's a little bit weird, and it doesn't have these cool different axes, right? Here as well, you have access homeland to world, and liberty to authority, and tradition and to progress. The thing is that it's not just a thematic mechanic, because, for example, if you encounter some kind of city-state, the way you actually convince them to join your culture is that you try to align with their culture more, right? So you kind of push your culture. If they're all about, collectivism and authority, then you need to. It's kind of communist, I guess, in that case. Then you need to move these sliders closer to authority, and this one closer to collectivism. Playing some kind of gold in mind, or other than just win the game? No. So far, the goal is to actually just try different mechanics. The goal is actually trying to win the game without having any wars. So far, we haven't fought anybody except bears and some deer. So we're trying to be a bit peaceful and kind of project soft power rather than actual power. At least on this playthrough. Next playthrough, maybe gonna start with Assyrians and just invade everybody and annex everything. But for now, we're trying to be pretty peaceful here. There's also an extra bonus for reaching the the end of this slider. So I'm kind of torn here between, this is a really cool perk, but I'm almost all the way to collectivism here. So this would be kind of nice as well. But yeah, I mean, more food is actually kind of good. Let's do this.
Individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land.
So let me make it a little bit louder. There we go. Okay. Army lost at sea. Units in the army will be destroyed. Yeah, okay.
Come, let us discuss our dreams.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want, Hans? Okay, they bought one of our resources, I guess. Do we see how we trade with them? Yeah, so there's this here, you can see there's a trade route that I guess Axumites want this resource, but currently we are exporting it all the way to the Huns, somehow through the bottom, and this trade route goes to these areas. Yeah, they refused treaty proposal, unfortunately. They still want to fight us. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Played right-wing liberal with my civics, but that almost never helped me get close with the barbarians. They prefer third and conservative ways usually. Yeah, makes sense. Are these people barbarians? I don't know. Okay, let's see. So what we're trying to do here is that we're actually trying to go through the Huns territory because we're Teutons and we don't care about borders. Nice. So what this unit is doing is actually like, is just exploring a little bit because we actually don't even know what is down here. There's some kind of ship here, I guess, or it's like a port, trade port. Okay. Osmosis event. This is actually pretty cool. You actually get these bonuses from being close to other cultures. So this city here is very close to this other city from the other civ. And because of that, we just got this science bonus from them every now and then for free. I'm not exactly sure how to trigger it yet. It just kind of happens. Maybe it has something to do with the kind of societal similarities between them or something. But I don't know. I don't know, actually. The main thing I'm looking for is actually this guy getting here and building me a city, because this is the only empty space on the map at the moment. We can also add this territory to another city, but we don't have... Do we have? Maybe we can add it to this, either to this city or we can attach territories, yeah, by the way. So there's two different ways to expand. Either you can build a new outpost. Well, you can build a new outpost no matter what, right? And then you decide what to do with it. Does this outpost eventually grow into its own city, or does it become a part of a different city? So here in this city, you have actually three territories, and this city has 2 territories. The more territories you have, the more unstable it becomes. So you can see this one, its stability is 57, so it's pretty low. It's growing, but it's pretty low. And this one has stability 77, so it's better to attach this territory to this city, actually, because it's going to fall even further. But let's do that for now. See, it got lower a little bit. It's going down to 57. So for now, we're going to stay like this, and then we're going to build another outpost here and connect it to this city here. They have their own preferences that let you get closer quickly. Getting close means you might trade resources or units by money. Okay, I'm gonna go look at their preferences after this. For now, we got an event, a blossoming of beliefs. A religious feeling is strong across the empire, but that is not preventing discord from emerging from among the faithful. Great cities are finding themselves under the sway of diverse religious leaders who each use the standard creed with different eyes. New religious order are emerging every year, and their influence is growing. What should you do with these groups? So we can either dissolve or influence or lead them. If we dissolve, we are one faith and should not allow a fracturing of our religion. And then we got fanatical trait, which gives us plus 25 faith for 10 turns, which is pretty nice because I guess we actually get a bunch of money per faith. You got influence, which... Oh yeah, and by the way, each one of these also will move our kind of policy scale in one direction or the other. So this one moves us more toward like globalism, and that one moves us more toward traditionalism. This also gives us fanatical. As world leaders of the faith, it is our duty to strengthen it and keep it pure, yeah. And then this one is each citizen must find their own way to the divine. We should be tolerant of religious interpretation. So thematically, this is the one I would go for, and I also like that it's moving us toward this axis because that's kind of where we're going. But this gives us a bit less faith. Maybe that's okay. Let's do that. Mars 885. What is the AAA game you're looking forward to playing the most? Like God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, etc. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Elden Ring. I'm looking forward to Elden Ring the most, and also the Wukong game as well. I don't remember exactly the full title. It's called something Wukong. It's also kind of a, I guess, a Souls-like. I might even, like, if it comes out on PC, I might even stream it because I would like to analyze its systems pretty, pretty closely, and it's gonna be, I think, a pretty fun game to play. But I think Elden Ring might actually come out faster than that, so let's see. Yeah, I wanted to check out the preferences of the Huns. How do you even... Okay, there you go. This one is Cruel, Militarist, Strengthen, Pioneer, so builds outposts cheaper. And then I got a bias, so they tend to space out their outposts, okay? Okay. How do I, I don't know. How do you... Serge Miller, how do you see their preferences? I don't see anything. I mean, they're hesitant. They're like more and more in favor of war against us. Like what? I'm not gonna propose them anything. Neutrals. I don't know. It looks like we might go to war with these people. I kind of don't wanna. But I don't know how to influence them also. So let's buy obsidian from them or something. I don't know. I don't know what this does. Vashukani population gain. Attitude changed. Exumites now feel differently about you. Okay. Who are even Exumites? Are these Exumites? Are you Exumites? Yeah, you are Axumites now. Okay, they used to be Nubians, now they're Axumites. Okay. Still winning though. Do you have anything useful? You have copper. I don't really need copper. Okay. These are regular Sieves, but they're neutrals. Oh, I see. So you mean the... Okay. You may actually like the city-states. Okay. Makes sense. What is VTM B2? I don't know what that is. Hey, this guy got here. Okay. Let's, well, not yet, I guess. Next turn. Okay, we're continuing the exploration of the sea. I might actually kick off the construction of another ship. Where did we have the harbor? I think we had the harbor here. So, which city is it? I don't actually remember. Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. So after the garrison is complete in 2 turns, we're also going to build a ship, specifically a quadrireme. Why we're building this is because we're actually going to transport units from here to here and build a little city here. Because this is an unoccupied island, and it's like a whole territory in the middle of the sea. It's going to be really useful to us. Strategy right there. Oh, the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's actually a very interesting game. The combat system looked a little bit strange when I looked in the very first gameplay reveal, but my understanding that it has been postponed again, so I'm not even sure when the release date is now. I really liked the first game, though. That would be really nice to play that, actually. I'm also really looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3 actually coming out of early access, but I don't know. I don't think that's this year, because when I played it in early access, it was still pretty rough. I think they're still kind of building content for it. Actually, it's not even just polish. Right. Well, let's build the science thing. This guy. Did you build? What did you build? Yeah, I built the, so we built our castle here, and the castle is giving us faith per district and also influence. It reduces stability for some reason. It's Kaiserdom. Yeah, okay, I guess it's because people are unhappy to see it in their village. Oh, and the cool thing, notice that, because we're in medieval era, our houses here have changed to look medieval. That's a really nice detail. We have a resource we're not actually exploiting. Let's exploit some resources. How do we do that? Which one is it? It's not this, it's not that. Yeah, this, there you go. Yeah, let's get some incense going and some I guess, papyrus or something going. I don't know what it is. And then this city also has... Are there any more resources that we're not getting? Well, besides this one, because we haven't even captured it properly yet. Where would we build an outpost? Yeah, here is fine. And turn. Resource sold. Access to your incense was purchased by the Axumites for 10 gold. Okay. The Axumites ended a treaty. They downgraded your treaty, shared logistics to tactical cooperation. Okay. I don't care. Literally doesn't matter to me. This does not affect me. What does this do? Under one banner, target another empire's outpost or administrative center with an army to forcibly add it to your empire. Oh wow, okay. This will take the army a few turns and can be interrupted. You cannot trigger multiple annexations at the same time and will need to wait a few turns after each successful annexation before using this affinity action again. This is cool. This is really cool. It's cool because we can actually get rid of this city in the middle of our territory and make it our city. They did have an army somewhere though. I'm a little bit worried that might kick our ass here, but let's see how it goes. We should build more units, by the way. This reminds me we should build more units. This one isn't doing much. Let's get that research quarter going and build a unit.
We're going to run out of questions to answer.
Actually, no, let's wait for our special unit first, and then we're going to build the unit. We're going to build our special building. It's a bit shame Cyberpunk 2077 got so much criticism for a rush release while there's other games that do much worse. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing with releasing AAA games, is that there's so much expectation and people put their own, like, they kind of project the things that they value the most into them. And then that's why you get a lot of people fighting about them online as well, because everybody takes it very personally. It's a bit of a shame that it's like that. It doesn't have to be kind of a tribal kind of thing. You can just enjoy the things that you enjoy and let other people enjoy the things that they enjoy, and I think everything would have been nicer that way, but you know. Okay, we have reached this place. I'm gonna go keep exploring. Vashukani population gain. We researched feudalism. So now we can build colony model. Create a city with a small package of infrastructures already built. This is really cool. This is really nice. So when we build our little city here on the island, it's actually gonna come with a couple of districts right away, which means that we're gonna get resources right away. So we don't have to spend a bunch of turns or money to actually do that. So that's nice. And this guy is a peasant. And then +1 food for tile and producing food. Okay.
They're impressive, the Egyptians. It's a fair bet that you'll be embarrassed if you compare cities with them.
Egyptians?
Well met. Well met indeed.
What is going on? What is happening? I don't know what is happening. You don't have any... I don't have copper and horses. I don't need that. I need... actually, I really need iron, so I don't know. What is... Oh, they're building war support and I am building war support. Okay.
For both of our aspirations.
Okay.
And why would I
I'm okay fighting these guys. I don't really want to fight the Huns because I don't even know the extent of their empire. Oh, this is the Egyptians. Okay, we found a new Sieves somewhere, so we probably stumbled upon their unit somewhere on our territory, and because of that we now know where they are. So we can go talk to them. The Egyptians has proposed a trade treaty. Okay, I'll accept. This is cool actually. So you don't actually have any kind of like dialogue tree or anything, but the characters do talk to each other. And I believe this is a little bit procedural, this system, where depending on kind of what treaty you signed on or what else is going on, or what also what relationship you have with them, they'll kind of vary what dialogue line they say, and that's pretty nice as well. And the models are pretty good looking and like detailed and everything. So this in general, I'm big fan of this screen. It's very clean and very easy to understand, like for some complex system like diplomacy. Yeah. Let's keep going. Okay, and we got a new ship. Okay, cool. So this ship is gonna go up here. And also, this unit here is also gonna go up here. Because we're gonna actually traverse this strait here with this unit and build an outpost. Okay, this one is done with the outpost. We're gonna add this outpost right away to the city. There you go. So now we can actually build some of the resources here and exploit the resources. This one, and we don't know what that one is yet, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're gonna go here and you're gonna try to annex this thing to our civ. The actual gameplay, I've never been able to use that colony template feature in betas. By the time it was available, I either ran out of places to build a frame or to spend. You mean this thing? Under one banner? Colony template? Oh, colony template. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna first put their unit in the ship, see how that goes. And then we're also testing how this actually is moving on the deep waters. I haven't done that yet. It's supposed to take damage every turn, but so far it didn't say anything. And then we'll see how it goes. Okay, another tutorial. Land unit spawn points. So by default, newly built land units will spawn in the main plaza of your cities. Garrisons serve as spawn points too and should be placed strategically across your empire, allowing for a thorough and solid defense. You can change which unit spawn point you wish to use at any time by selecting the desired unit spawn button. This is very cool. The reason why it's cool is because if you played any 4X game like Old World or Endless Legend or Civ, what usually happens is that when you're in the middle of combat, your unit spawns always on your city. So when you're taking a city, when you're besieging the city, the unit ends up actually stuck in there. So what the strategy usually is to just encircle the city from all directions. So when the unit is built, it can't actually escape anymore. And you also can't have two of them in the same tile sometimes. So you're kind of blocked in and then you lose. What this will do is that you can actually spread them out around the map. And then when you're in combat, you can build a unit and actually attack the enemy from the back and that sort of thing. Doesn't matter how many turns you do. I don't know if it is limited. I don't know actually what the win condition is at all. All I know that you're supposed to have the most fame in the end, but I don't know what the end is, so I guess we'll find out. Okay. Yeah, we're building something here. Well, let's build something. What are we building? This one also has a castle, I guess. Oh, it's a garrison, actually. It's not a castle. Can we build our special unit yet? No, we cannot. We can build a library. We can build a house of scribes. What do we need in this city? We do need a bunch of stability. We do need... we haven't needed to actually set the... policy on this city yet. We don't know. We know what it does, but we haven't really needed this for anything. We're kind of doing okay. Yeah, the city doesn't have our special building yet, so let's build it. And it gives us more industry over here as well, which is nice. And this one. What is this? Watermill. What do we need in this city? I mean, we do have a lot of everything, to be honest. What is this thing? Watchtower. Yeah, I don't care. Holiday. Parade. We don't really need much of anything. This is kind of annoying because it's like, why would I do anything? Well, I guess we can do this because it gives us, it gives us more stability, and we do need kind of stability, so let's build this here and then build a bunch of more things around it to give us more stability. So building a theater, basically. Okay. So this ship is moving. It didn't take any damage, so I guess it's not going to. I guess this one can just go on like water, whatever it wants. So maybe we should actually send this one back and upgrade it, but we're kind of deep into this exploration thing now. So we're just gonna keep exploring along the coast until we kind of stumble upon a our own territory again, because the world is actually looping in on itself like it does in Civ 6, where it's actually like more or less realistic, where it's like round. It's not really round because you can't go up and come out from the bottom, but at least loops horizontally, so that's nice. So if we keep going that way, we'll eventually get to our own shores here. Yeah, theater gives you stability on the city because people are happy.
Striving and surviving across the vast span of history is quite a competition. And as the leader of that competition, your name will become a household word.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the world being cylindrical. It's kind of like, it's funny because like Ursula Le Guin actually wrote a book. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's set on this planet where winter lasts like 50 or 100 years, and they never know how long it lasts. It's some kind of like, it's a planet like that, right? And it's like a really interesting concept, like what how do people actually live on a on a planet like that? And the whole story is built around the ideas that they kind of, a whole generation can live in the summer, and they're the summer generation, and then the winter comes and it's the winter generation. I just find this a really interesting concept that the planet is just situated in such a place that the climate is completely different and alien to our climate. So this kind of reminded me of that, like, what is life like on a cylindrical planet if you don't have poles and it just goes horizontally looping forever? I think would be interesting to like write a science fiction story or something about that. And actually this unit is taking damage, we just noticed. Look at this. It's taking damage because we're on deep sea, so maybe don't be on deep sea. Maybe be here. Yeah. Okay, do we dare annex this territory? Maybe we do. Oh, we annexed a tile, not a territory. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Target another empire's outpost or administrative center with an army to forcibly add it to your empire. This will take the army a few turns and can be interrupted. Okay. How do I do this? This is an army? This is a center? I don't know. I guess it is doing it, right? I think it's doing it. I can't tell, really. I don't know.
With 5 makers' quarters, an empire could build all sorts of interesting and troublesome things.
Ursula Le Guin is really my favorite science fiction writer. If you're more into like fantasy, I would recommend the Earthsea trilogy, which is really good. It's one of the best fantasy series in my opinion, like ever written. But if you're more like into kind of sci-fi and kind of like more scientific things, then the Hainish cycle is excellent. It's just one of the best science fiction cycles, I think, just in the history of science fiction, honestly. And she like won so many Hugo Awards that it's almost like, it's like not okay how many awards she won. It's like okay, this one is gonna die next turn, so we probably should rest a little bit. I don't know how we get there, to be honest, because it kind of looks like this ship is dying over multiple turns as well. How are we gonna do this? I guess we're gonna go here and then get this one and then traverse. Let's see. Person of culture. Yeah, I like to think I am. I like to think I am. Okay, we actually don't need a ship. Look at that. We can just swim. Cool. Well, that was all for nothing. Infinite Jest. Yeah, I love Hemingway as well. Have you read For Whom the Bell Tolls? That's my favorite, actually. It's about the Spanish Civil War. I learned a lot about that. I actually read it when I lived in Spain because I was like, what can I read in English that I could learn things about where I am? Is this being annexed? How do you know? I think it's being annexed, right? I think it's being annexed. I don't know. Is this working? I don't think it's working. I don't know how to... Let me Google this. Humankind annexing annexed territory. The Old Man as the Sea is pretty cool as well. A bit depressing for my taste, but well written. I really like For Whom the Bell Tolls. That was my favorite, actually. You need to have a unit standing in the Outpost Administration Center. Yes, you cannot be at war with this person you're trying to annex territory off. Similarly, you cannot steal territories if they're your vassals' territory. I didn't know you could have vassals. That's according to Reddit. So I just stand here and click the annex button. I think I tried that. We'll give him a shot. Takes 5 turns to do so. Oh, okay, so if you have a non-aggression pact, this makes sense. This makes sense. If you have a non-aggression pact with someone...
Come, let us share our dreams.
Yeah, like, if you don't have a non-aggression pact, then you can't actually fight them. You can't annex their territory, which makes sense. But then how do I actually cancel it then? I don't even see it. Military or tactical corporation, that's all we have. I don't have anything else. I don't know. Maybe we can't annex these ones because we're in alliance with them. Which makes sense, I guess. Yeah, the Huns aren't friendly to us, so maybe we should actually send more reinforcements there. Let's do that. A merchant from afar. Bang, bang, bang. A rabble of traders faring strange wares are knocking on Paliputra's gates, demanding an audience. They tell you they hail from far away, from far land, having traveled many leagues along one of your fabled trade routes. They claim to offer merchandise that will be profitable, but they also look rather haggard and exhausted. Do you agree to let them in? It's like me, I'm haggard and exhausted today. Dismiss or consent. This moves us closer to nativism, I guess, or whatever this one is, and this one moves us more towards like globalism. Foreigners carrying strange wares, ideas, and perhaps wars are not welcome. We should welcome traders from far climes. The chance of profits is worth the risk of foulness. And then chance of unexpected consequences. Yeah, let them in. Let them in. First of all, like, that's where we're going with our axis, that we're trying to get to the all the way to the globalist part of the scale. And yeah, exactly. We love unexpected consequences. Let's do this. Let's see. It's gonna be terrible. It's probably some kind of Trojan horse. It's probably the Huns invading us, but you know. Lost at sea, yeah. Converted to a new religion. People of Meh. This is our religion, so that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. What's going on here? Oh, cool. Okay. So actually, we got to the end of our religion scale here. So we can get more tenets for our religions. As religious leader and having accumulated enough followers, you're now able to choose your religion's first tenet. This is not true. We actually already chose a whole bunch of tenets. And chose still not, for example. What can we do here? So undertake pilgrimage, reject luxury, bear not false witness, give alms, raise monuments, and observe fasts. I almost read observe facts. That would have been nice. Either money or disease. I hope it's not some bad disease. Is it coronavirus? Serge Muller, tell me it's not coronavirus. I don't want to deal with that shit in the video game. I'm already dealing it with in real life. So, what should we do? This gives us influence. This gives us war support on demanding on relations. So if you want to fight someone, this is nice. This gives us money on market quarter. It's a plague. Well, like I said, coronavirus. Bear not false witness. The +5 science on research quarter. We do have a lot of research quarters, so it's kind of like our religion becomes our science kind of thing, or our science becomes our religion, +1 maximum number of holy sites. And then we can raise monuments, which gives us stability whenever we build a garrison. I mean, we are going for science quite quickly here, so maybe we should do that. We also need money. Also, like, how do we get more, like, territories attached to any city, including Syria's territory? Is there anything here that can help us expand? Bear not false witness or give alms both look nice. Yeah, this gives us science and research quarter and gives us money on market. Problem is that we haven't actually built a single market anywhere. So this is a little bit annoying that, you know, we will have to go and build some markets. We already have a whole bunch of money from our religion, so we don't really need this. This is nice, though. I think I'll choose the science one. We probably need to build another one of these magic circle things. Because we only have one, and we're already pretty, like, look at this. Everybody's in our religion. Now we're gonna build a settlement here, and then every one of these people also gonna be in our religion. It's gonna be religious expansionism right there. We're Teutons. That's what we do. I don't want to see the screen anymore. Okay, there you go. New tenant for Babylons. Bear not false witness for your religion. This is a really cool picture, by the way. These are getting more and more kind of like modern. It's still like a stone tablet in medieval ages, which is a bit weird, but the older one looked much rougher, and this looks like it has runes on it, so it's kind of cool. We're Teutons and we hate false witness. That's right. Who are we? Teutons. What do we want? We don't want false witness? That doesn't work really, does it? When do we want it? What is this? Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll build another one of these stone ring things. I don't know. We already have a castle here. We're kind of low on stability, though. I feel like we should build this. Oh, it gives us stability as well. Excellent. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where should we build it? Is there any difference? Doesn't seem to be. Let's build it here. Okay. And maybe the Sipar, when it finishes building the theater, it can help with building this as well. Again, lost at sea.
It is good to see you, friend, truly.
Okay. I wonder if the orange people are the same people as the Egyptians. No, it's not. I don't know who this is, actually. We haven't met them yet. We just know that they own this place, but that's about it. We have 4 movement points, so we're gonna take this thing. Oh, nice. We got a free ship, and then we go back.
And now we have encountered the Maya. Those javelins are as unpleasant as their cities are wonderful.
Okay, it's the Mayans. That's cool. Okay. Can you sell us things? Only trade luxuries. I don't really want... Okay. Counter?
Neither interesting nor desirable.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You? I never thought you'd act this way.
Oh, it doesn't like that we're trespassing. The army trespassing demand pay. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna skip this turn. Here, can we actually help building the this thing? Yeah, we can. Okay, let's do that. And then also Sipar is also gonna help build this thing. This is gonna build it much faster. Nice. We got here. Now we're gonna get behind this mountain and we're gonna build an outpost here. Maybe we can already see, yeah, okay. So if we build it here, we get more industry, so that's nice, let's do that. This is gonna be really cool because it's going to, I mean, it's not like a continuation of our like expansion here. Like we'll probably have to like conquer or annex these people first. But, oh, and they're also expanding over here as well. Well, that's not nice. But the cool thing is that it connects our religion. If you look at the religion map, it connects our religion to like those continents, and then it can spread there. That's gonna be really cool. Mohenjo-daro means Mount of Dead Men. Mount of Dead Men, that's cool. The Indus Valley Civ. That's cool. That's really cool. Mount of Dead. I guess this is pretty. Like, what do we know about this Civ? I like how he's like a well-spoken English man, like with an English accent, and he's actually Maya. Introvert, tend to focus on relationships with a few chosen civs. Wary, they tend to doubt your intentions. You will need to deploy efforts to convince them. They have, they're an aesthete, so they like get influence when from the commons quarter, I guess, is pretty. They're geek. Science on all cities. Yeah, exactly. Edgar Allan Poe. Have to wind it down. Okay, no worries. That's really good having you, man. Yeah, there's gonna be a VOD of this one if it's going well. I don't know. Haven't actually been able to record the VOD of the stream yet, but I did tick the box this time, so let's see. Let's hope it works. Geek lover. They favor ideological positions similar to other empires. Okay, but we don't know what their ideological position is. So, oh, actually, okay. So this is how you know. Okay, so if you hover over them, then it tells you how your relationship is evolving. If only Australia didn't have the worst time zones ever. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like pretty late at night now, or like what time is it there actually? So we follow different religions. That's why they don't like it. Our ideological proximity is low, even though we don't know what their ideology is. We can maybe look it up somewhere. They aired grievances against us, which is fair enough, and they're jealous of our success. We're less powerful than them. Okay, I don't like being less powerful than them. We're gonna build a bunch of things. We're gonna build a bunch of things. We're gonna build a bunch of armies, a bunch of cities. It's gonna be great. Okay, what are we doing here? We're traversing this place, and then we're getting, hopefully, maybe another ship. Carcasses, okay. Nice. Got a free ship. Can we, the question is, can we actually ransack this encampment from the sea? I guess not. Because I guess our ships are not ranged ships, they're melee ships. It's 11 p.m. Oh wow, okay. Not only it's really late, it's also upside down. Sorry. I just really like that joke about Australia for some reason. You probably hear it from everybody all the time. Yeah, let's go there. Let's actually go back and heal, I think. That's what probably we should do. Like regroup. And then this one should keep going there. Yeah, I guess might as well go here as well, to be honest.
It's not as great as ours, and your place in history is threatened.
Uh-oh. Okay, so our neighbor, which is not so friendly to us anymore, has actually surpassed us in fame now. Which the game just told us about. So it's a cool notification system that you get this narrator telling you that your renown is not great enough, and it has like a nice narrative wrapper to it. But what it told us is that we suck. Our fame is not doing well. We're gonna get 94 on the next turn, but we still haven't actually managed to get a single star. I'm hoping we're gonna get a star from building a city. I'm hoping we're gonna get a star from earning a bunch of money when we spread our religion. And we are definitely getting a star next turn because one turn left on the science, so we're gonna get a science star. But we need 7, and so far we got 0. So maybe we can see if we have a way to explore this world to discover its wonders. Yeah, so we need to find a way to explore quicker because that'll give us some deed points maybe. What is this? Unclaimed Wonders. Oh yes! Oh my god, yes, we forgot this actually. Like last time, like when we were ending the stream, the game actually prompted us to choose the next wonder that we want to build. So the cool thing about wonders is that they are unique, right? So only one civ can get it, and the first one that gets it, right? So which one are we building? Oh yeah, good luck with your exam. Holy shit, 200 minutes. I hope you learned something from this stream about history, but please don't repeat anything in your history exam because we don't actually know anything. We're just guessing. I am actually gonna have my friend who is a historian on stream on Monday as a guest. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm hoping we can start a new playthrough with him. If not, we're just gonna continue this one. But he actually can, contribute some actual history to this as well, which is nice. Statue of Zeus. Yeah, good night. Todai G. I don't know which one to claim. War support increase when going to war. I mean, this is kind of cool actually because it kind of looks like more and more like we're going to war with someone. Faith and fame and stability on naval unit, combat strength. Money per alliance on empire. Yeah, we don't care about that. +1 food, plus faith, plus stability. War support. I want money, but I don't want money on the alliance. That's not gonna help. Their Forbidden City or Anchor, I don't know what they do, but a Forbidden City, so symbolizing the majesty of imperial power, the palatial complex houses almost 1,000 buildings. So the idea with the Forbidden City is that it's like when you build this wonder, it gives you these things that are listed at the bottom here. So you get +25 war support increased when going to war, it gives you +20 stability for the city where it's in, and it gives you 100 fame. 100 fame is actually a really nice bonus. What was the other one you were asking? The lighthouse. Plus food is powerful, but also stability. Yeah, exactly. Stability is very nice because then you can expand very quickly. Which one is plus food? This is plus food per faith. Ooh, yeah, let's build this. Angkor Wat. Dedicated to Vishnu. The towers at the heart represent the sacred 5-peaked mountain considered to be the center of all universes. Can be built once in the world. Yeah, let's claim this one. Because we get food per faith, and we get a lot of faith. We get +20 faith. We get a lot of stability, and we get some fame as well. Let's do this. Claim this wonder. Let's go. After we finish building this, we're starting to build the wonder. Actually, we already can build the wonder. Look at that. Let's go. Does it matter where? I guess it doesn't matter where.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that, ideally, ensure a fair and honorable society.
Right. So this is what's... yeah, so the thing... Yeah, it is a really long time, but it's not going to take 66 turns. Because you can reduce the number of turns it takes by adding more cities working on it. So an example here is that this was supposed to take 16 turns last turn or something. Now it's 3 because it's being built by this city, And also that city. This is something that I think they also, I haven't seen this mechanic in other 4X games before, in general strategy games, where you have multiple cities building the same structure. I mean, I guess you could argue that in RTS games like Age of Empires or like Warcraft, you have multiple like workers building the same building. So this, it's not workers, it's like the cities can cooperate their resources, pull them together to build a thing quicker. So that's what we're going to do with the Wonder as soon as we finish building this stone circle here. Gotta do something with these guys. Do you have any metal? You do not. You do not. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these guys. Kind of want to fight them. Yeah. Yeah, Civ did have, like, I guess you could pay money in Civ. Like, what else could you do? I don't remember. You have 1 star now. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, because we got the research star. So 3 more and we get another one actually. So this is probably the best way for us. This and this are the best ways for us because we're pretty close both here and there. We could send settlers. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. But then I guess you how did that settler thing work? I don't remember. Did you like spend it on it and then you didn't have a settler anymore? I don't remember how it worked. Let's keep exploring. Nice, look at this. We got an outpost here. It's gonna be created pretty soon. And that means that is our religion and it's gonna spread pretty quickly here. I think this guy's gonna stay here and chill. Yeah, we don't have iron. We need to figure out where to get iron. Not from here, that's for sure. There's iron here. So we could fight the Mayans for it, or we could maybe try to trade it with them, but they don't want to trade with that yet. I want to trade everything at some point, but don't know.
For both of our aspirations.
Okay, cool. Maybe trade everything?
I offer an excellent proposition.
Excellent. Okay, so iron, there you go. Buy iron. Awesome sauce. You have to manually redirect the city's resources to settler units. Yeah, exactly. No, I really like this like collective building mechanic. Actually, it was kind of hard to understand at first because it was like, what is this? Why is this building in this city and that also other city? I mean, obviously it stalls production in all of your cities because of that, but it speeds up the actual building process quite a lot, which is nice. Cool. We actually now have enough iron to build a like our signature unit. So let's maybe do that here. Yeah, there you go. Well, this hasn't started yet, so it doesn't matter. Let's build one right away. And let's build another one, and after that, let's build the Wonder. We can build the Wonder with that city next turn, actually, so let's do that. Okay, these guys keep exploring. And we need to choose the science. So the science thing now is that it's going to give us stars. So we're gonna figure out how to get it as quickly as possible. So what I'm gonna go for is that even though I don't really care about these that much, maybe I do actually. What does this do? +1 to city cap. Well, this is nice. The quicker sciences will give us stars more quickly. So that's good. What is this? A cog. Boarding vessel applies boarded status to target. Skilled navigator receives less damage from consecutive turns spent in deep water. This is good for exploring. Apothecary. +10 science. So if you research alchemy, it gives you +10 science. How ironic is that? It's pretty ironic, I think. High furnace. +1 unit slot available for each army. Oh, this is really, really powerful. Let's get to that next turn. We're in turn 104 now. Look at that. How far we have come. We're winning again, but by a very little margin. The Axumites ended a treaty. Okay. They're plotting something.
Friend, you are a sight for sore eyes. Are you interested? And why?
We're getting closer and closer to war, actually.
I should have known better.
What if we demand? No, this is not good because we're gonna lose a bunch of... What are we trading even? We're buying horses from them. But we're probably selling a bunch of stuff and we have a lot of money per day coming in from that, so we're not gonna do that. See, like, by adding more cities to the construction queue here, we're reducing how many turns it does. So if we only add Babylon, it's this amount. If we add the Sipar, it's that amount. If we add Vashukani, it's that amount. And then if we add this one, it's 19 turns. So 19 turns is pretty reasonable, actually, for this kind of thing. But we don't want Vashukani because Vashukani is building us Teutonic Knights. And we don't really want the other ones because the other ones are also building the stone circle. In 2 turns it's going to be ready. So for now we're not doing this at all. So this guy gonna go join an army somewhere. Maybe this one. Funny how the most important effect from research is the least prominent icon. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, it tells us that building districts is our goal, and then getting agrarian, so getting population gives us stars, but actually science is the most important one for us, and it doesn't even show up there for some reason. I don't know why. I guess we can build districts as well. That would help. We can upgrade these guys now as well. So these are now knights as well. So we have a bunch of knights here guarding this. That's cool. Not exactly sure what I did here, but I'm gonna keep exploring. Can I buy this from you? I guess we're already buying it from them. Okay. Oh, we don't really need that. Is there any treaty to be signed? Non-aggression pact, for example? Accepts your proposal in exchange for 100 gold. Yeah, sure. At least they're not gonna attack me right now. How are we doing? We're trading resources. They gain grievances against us. We follow different religions. Yeah, okay. So... yeah, okay. So I don't know what this is actually. It prompted me with the trade screen, but I don't know what to do on it. We don't need to buy anything else. We're already buying iron from them. Maybe like export something. I don't want to buy any of their resources here. Well, I guess we don't have any gemstones, so might as well. Total price. It's expensive. What about the other one? It's also expensive. They're all really expensive. Yeah, I don't need any of that. I don't need any of this stuff. A merchant from afar. Oh, there you go. These are the merchants we let in. Disaster. Patalipura is beset with a violent pox, probably brought into the city by a caravan of traders recently granted entry. The gods must be angry. Oh, you bet they're angry. I'd also be angry. We let the traders in and they brought pox. Disease runs rampant through the city, causing untold misery. So we got diseased, so we lost a bunch of food actually here for 10 turns. So that sucks. It means that it's not going to grow anymore. Well, there's nothing else to do. A weave of iron and blood. In recognition of your elevated status on the world stage, a great artist has been accompanying you and your retinue as you travel the empire and beyond. Now, many months later, the artist and their team have completed their great masterpiece, a brilliant tapestry that stretches the length of the palace. In its embroidered scenes are depicted great glories, marvelous cities, and the people's adulation of your rule. How should such a marvel best be used? Could hang it, divide it, or sell it. Interesting. So this moves us more toward the order axis, I guess. This one more toward the homeland axis, and this more toward the individualism. We're almost all the way to individualism. So this gives us less cost on units. We're not actually building any right now, so it doesn't matter. It gives us combat strength. We're not fighting right now, and this gives us more money for 10 turns. Yeah, let's sell it. Let's sell it. And turn. Population gain. How are we doing? Have we built this yet? 1 turn, okay. How are you doing? You're going back, right? You're going back. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to combine these two armies into one. Let's go. Cool. Can upgrade this guy as well. There you go. Upgrade everybody. There you go. Got knights everywhere. All kinds of knights. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people actually complain about the UI in this game, but I personally find it very clean and very neat. Like, for a really complicated Forex game, like, I can actually pretty easily access everything. You know, I can see exactly where my things are. I understand all the icons, you know. Like, it took some learning, for example, like where do I go to the diplomacy screen? There's no like diplomacy button. You actually have to click on the icon of the Civ that you're trying to do diplomacy with, but when you think about it, that makes sense. It's the second time there wasn't really any question about it. So I kind of like it. I really like the UI, and I like how kind of clean and simple it is. Usually these games tend to over-stylize their UI to look like it's, you know, some ancient scroll or something. This one just makes it very straightforward and simple. Can we traverse this? Yeah, we can. Look at that. Maybe we can settle this region here because we kind of need to expand. So let's see. Army lost at sea. Yes. The Maya make the following demand. Give Mahalava? I don't know what that is. I guess it's a city. I'm not giving you a city. Oh, it's this? He wants me... They want me to give this territory to them. No freaking way. They have flipped the treaty screen from vertical swim lanes to horizontal between last beta and release. Okay. So how did you get access to the beta anyway, Serge Muller? How did you actually, like, did you like sign up for it? I didn't even see any kind of like announcement for it or anything. Just kind of curious how you got it. I think Mayans are not happy with me. I think we're going to war with Mayans. It kind of feels like I'm gonna get out of their territory, maybe. I think they're unhappy because I've been trespassing on them all the time. I don't like how close they are to my borders, literally everywhere, though. Maybe we should build some armies. Each few months they publish the current beta on Steam. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't know. I had no idea. By the way, I'm drinking this kombucha here. It's really good. When I was buying it, I also bought a can of Red Bull. And I was buying the can of Red Bull and I was buying this bottle of kombucha. And they asked me for my ID for the kombucha because the kombucha has 0.2% alcohol. 0.2%. Red Bull doesn't have alcohol. So I was asking, why are you asking me for my ID? And they're like, well, the kombucha has alcohol, 0.2%. They didn't say that 0.2%, that's what I'm saying. But it made me think, the reason why they ask you for your ID is to verify your age, right? So what it means is that a child can actually go to a store and buy a Red Bull, no problem, but they can't buy a kombucha. I think there's something broken in this rule. Like, I would rather children would drink kombucha, which is good for your stomach and everything, but even though it has like 0.2% alcohol, it's not like you can get drunk off of it or anything. But not drink freaking Red Bull, which is just poison. I'm very surprised by this. That's my controversial food and drink opinion of the day for you, right there. Sell kombucha to children. Cowards. Yeah, so we're out of iron, so we can't build any more of this anymore. Do we want to build another elephant, or do we want to start building the wonder? I kind of wonder. Maybe we should actually build the... I think we should start building the wonder, even though it's going to take freaking forever. No, maybe not this city. Maybe this city needs more districts. Needs more production so that we can actually build the wonder quicker. Yeah, I heard about games together. I actually remember I still lived in France back when they started introducing that thing, and everybody was kind of a little bit like making fun of them. It's like, oh, what do you want that for? And now everybody's looking at it, and it's actually a really cool kind of community program that they have, and other companies have been trying to replicate that, so I guess it's working out quite well for them. Yeah, this is where we're gonna start building the wonder. And it's gonna take us, where is it? 58 turns. Maybe I'll actually build a technology thing here as well, so it goes faster. I'll have money to speed it up. And this one, same thing. We'll just speed up production and then invest into the wonder. Wealth of the faithless. The empire stands for tolerance and religious freedom. Faith of many denominations welcome here. However, now that your own religion is stronger than ever, with 2 holy sites found across the land, you have the power to decide if minorities of other faiths should be subject to taxes or for peaceful coexistence. Okay. Right, so this one, plus 10 money on territories if territories follow foreign religion. And this one, plus 1 stability on territories if territories follow foreign religion. It looks like we need money, so I think we're going with this.
I suppose that's one way of convincing them to change faiths. Pay for it regardless.
And anyway, it's not like we actually have territories that follow foreign religion right now. I think we're pretty good here. This is funny. Like, actually, this one we can't attach to anything. The only thing we can really do with it is convert it into a city. So we're probably going to collect a bunch of influence and convert this into a city, because that's the only option I can see here. And it looks like this one has already been captured, unfortunately. We're going to get there anyway and then see what happens. Who's slacking off? You are. Can we combine these 2 ships? I think we can combine ships, right? Yeah, we can combine ships, because this is a bit silly here. Please. Try to influence neutrals. There aren't any neutrals. There literally aren't any neutrals anywhere. So... if they were, I would, but I can't see any. There's this thing here, I guess. I guess this is a neutral. Good point. We're as far of these people from these people as possible. This is what I was talking about earlier, is that in order to actually influence this Mosque, which by the way means ugly in French, so I assume it's not pronounced like that. The way you influence them is actually bring your ideology closer to theirs, and this one is based on these two criteria. So it's based on the collectivism to individualism axis and on the tradition to progress axis. So we're like, actually they're all about tradition and we're all about progress, and we're very close to just pure collectivism, and they are actually all the way down here in individualism. So the best way for us to influence them is actually spend a bunch of resources. I'm not going to spend any more influence because we needed to make our settlement there a city, but we're going to work on this slowly. Are there any more neutrals? Because when you influence them all the way, you can actually annex them into your territory, and that will give us a little bit of victory points and that sort of thing. So, foreign war declared. Huns declared war on the Egyptians. Okay, whatever. Godspeed. Axumites now feel differently about you. How do they feel about us? How do they feel about us? How are we doing with victory points? We're barely winning. How do you feel about us? The war support has grown again.
You must say it quickly.
But you aren't doing anything.
For both of us.
Okay. What about the Mayans? What do you want from Mayans? Demands and war support. Note that your war support will increase with each demand you accept. Having more unanswered demands than your opponent raises your side war support each turn as your people get impatient waiting for a response. Okay, this is interesting. So this is kind of a game of chicken here. The more war support you have, the more likely you'll be able to win the war, I guess, right? So you want to build it up if you're not like friends with them. If you accept the demands, it gives me more war support. If I refuse the demands, it gives them war support. And for each demand I don't accept, and I'm not going to accept them, by the way. What if I make demands? How do I do that? How do I do demands? Actually, how do I actually, like, what do I do? How do I make demands? The trade is expanded. I don't want to pay them. I don't know.
No doubt this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
Which independent people? Are these independent people? What is this? Hattusa. Hello?
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Oh, it's the Huns, okay. Claim territory on our border. How do I make demands? I don't know. I literally don't know. There's no button for it, so I guess we'll find out later. How much did it cost to convert this into a city? One more turn, okay. Let's put a little bit more money into this. Like, I really want to annex this guy. And this is gonna stay here and guard, actually, I think. because there's no way to go around this right now. So we'll just chill. We'll just chill. Let's combine this together and keep going. And we built a new unit, so we're gonna go combine this over here. You need grievance. Try to enforce a treaty that they don't want to accept on where. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Let's try that. So close borders, open borders. Propose.
For both of our aspirations.
Oh, they just signed it.
Accepted. Welcome.
Oh, I see. And I guess when you sign the treaty, you actually lose war support, it looks like.
Wonderful.
We refuse their demands, take grievances against us. Share maps.
I offer an excellent
Accept your proposition expense.
Perhaps just a little something more.
Okay, I'll pay money for that actually.
great things.
Another empire
This
has
will
certainly
lead to
left a mark on the world with this cultural wonder.
So we discovered the whole continent now, which is very nice. What's going on here again? Treaties. Maybe this one? Okay, they refused this one. So how do I make a demand? There you go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna join the building of our wonder. Or actually, wait. Before that, we're gonna build a technology quarters here as well. Is this a good idea? Plus 11, plus 13. There you go. Plus 11, and then we're gonna join this. Era star, look at that. Have 2 stars. Also from science, I guess. One of the agrarian stars, okay, it's from growth. Okay. So we need more citizens for another one. We need more territory, so I'm gonna build that city up there and also capture that other territory, but this is gonna be very difficult, to be honest. But we can't do it. We only need 2 territories. We have one from the city that we just built, and we have one from the neutral city that we're gonna capture. But this is still the easiest to get, honestly. It's all about science.
A new independent people.
There you go.
And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, history.
These are much closer to our culture. So first thing we're gonna do is that we're actually gonna build this into a city. It's called Aachen or Aachen. I assume it's Aachen. We're going to build this faith district, and because it's also gonna give us some technology to build things faster. We're going to build a research quarters after that as well. And maybe a fortification garrison so we can actually build units here in case a war breaks out. And gives a little bit of stability as well. So maybe on the, maybe on the edge here. And at some point we will also need oh wait, harbor? Do we need a harbor? I don't know if we need a harbor. Yeah, so the funny thing is that didn't we research a thing where when you build a city, it directly comes with some quarters? It doesn't seem to happen this time. Like it didn't, I don't see anything like that here. I don't know. It's enough for now. AFK because making dinner. That's a really good idea. I kind of want to make dinner as well, but I think I'm just hungry still yet, but I'm probably gonna play for another 40 minutes and then take a break and make some food. Currently the goal is to capture a bunch of these independent people states for money. I guess corruption is what works. Can I annex them? No, we need to stand on that to
Time to see what happens.
Oh, look at that. We actually annexed them. Nice. So we got another star. This is our city now. Look at that. How cool is that? Maybe we can also go and capture these guys. To do that, we'll need to send our units on an expedition through this foreign land, and another one. I think it's almost gonna be annexed by the Huns, but for now, I'm gonna actually send this unit over there. This is cool. We just got a city for free. This city here is going to build a money quarter. Maybe not actually. What is this? Hamlet. Gives slots, and this one is harbor. Gives stability and money per adjacent market. You're city capped. Try to just befriend them as for resources. Okay. I don't think I have the action though. Maybe I don't have the action. Maybe I do have the action. How do you know I'm city capped? Where do you see that? Territories, districts. How do I know if I'm city capped? 6 out of 6. Okay, there you go. Okay, but it's fine because there's actually a research technology that I'm either researching now or will research soon that allows me to add another thing to city. Look at this. Plus we on the it's plus unit slots. Use ability to merge several cities. This will work. What about this one? Great fish market. There's something somewhere that allows me to like just adds one more city slot. I don't remember where it was. Trade insurance. I don't remember where it was. But this is interesting. So plus minus 20% money cost on the base price when buying a resource, and plus 2 money source sold to other. Yeah, this is cool. We'll do this. If you're here, Vita, what are you cooking? Maybe you'll give me some inspiration. Trade route blocked. Violence and temporarily halted your purchase of obsidian from Huns. That's fine. I guess violence because I have a city on their border right here. How are we doing with religion, by the way? This is our religion. This is gonna be our religion. Oh. Or is going to be soon? It's going to be soon their religion, it looks like, in 2 turns. Why is our religion not flowing into the city? Is it because this one not fully our religion? I guess it isn't, right? It's on hold. Okay. Making panko parmesan cauliflower. That sounds awesome. And some roasted zucchini and hash brown. That sounds amazing. Okay, now I'm hungry. I'm still gonna play for a little bit because the one more turn mentality is actually very strong with this game. But after that I'm gonna go. We can relate to hash browns. Can always relate to hash browns. Okay, this city has built its construction thingy. So maybe next we can actually go and well, actually, can also expand our construction things here because we have a forest, don't we, in this city? We have a giant forest over here. This is gonna help quite a lot with the construction of the Wonder. And this one is on mountains, stony field, and rocky fields. And there's a bunch of stony fields, I think, and mountains. What is this? Like rocky fields, and those are stony. Oh, no, it's dry grass actually. There's a couple of rocky fields. And what is this? And this one is +2 industry on river. I don't think there is. Oh, there is a river. Am I procrastinating with the building of the Wonder? I think I am. I don't like that. Let's do this next. Okay, what are you doing? Right. So this one is a little bit in trouble. This would be kind of nice. Kind of feel like we need industry in this city because this city has a really hard time, and growth. It needs industry and growth. So we need some of this, and we also need a farm. And then we'll probably do this one as well because it's gonna give us both influence and industry as well. Okay. Population gain in Babylon. That's very good because Babylon had pretty low population actually. But we got a Builder Star as well, which is very nice. Which one is the Builder Star? Is this one? Builder Stars. Right, so this is for districts. So actually, if we get... Oh yeah, 20 something districts. That's a lot actually. I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know if I'll do that. Okay, army lost at sea. I don't even know which army. This army? It's not lost at sea.
Cultural wonder. In my considered opinion, one of your competitors garnered a lot of fame building that monstrosity.
Okay. So, I think some of my enemies has built a wonder. Or no, it was, I guess, we just discovered that they had built a wonder. So, War Summon researched the innovation of a call to arms. Different parts of society independently bring time to peace, leading to a bigger range of military units. Okay. So we can build pikemen and crossbowmen. Okay. It's very medieval of them. Population gain here, population gain there. Cultural conversion ended. Hecatompylus has been added to the sphere of influence of the Huns. This is kind of an issue. We need to look into that. Also a new religion. And the Exumites now feel differently about us, but they don't say how differently, so they are needy. Okay. How can I help you?
For both of our aspirations.
Let's make a demand of them.
Tested my patience enough.
Okay. Okay, this one has been built, so we're beginning to build our wonder here. Someone is always lost at sea. Maya now filled something. What do you feel, Maya? They're aggressive. Uh-oh. You can renounce a grievance at any time. This will also happen automatically after a few turns. You can also use a grievance to justify demands to other empires. However, they are likely to view your demands as aggressive. So make sure you understand another empire's strength before you send them a demand. Okay. I understood. Trade. And then we got relations. Treaties. They want to attack us, but they're also just entered the medieval era and we're on the way out from the medieval era. But they probably do have more, like, units. I mean, I haven't seen any, but I assume, like, one has to assume that they do. Wonder if there's a way to downgrade a city into a settlement. Probably not. Because I would have almost wanted these two to be the same city, but I guess that's not an option. What about this guy? Oh, look, we can buy a resource from a neutral faction. I'll do that. I need that. I need that resource. Knock. Let's bribe them a bit. Okay. Right, we are at the limit of our cities, so we cannot annex them. But we're just gonna hang out. Wait, no, not attacking. What are we attacking? Oh yeah, I guess it's like a siege. I don't want to attack him. I want to be friends. Always lost at sea. They have signed a non-aggression pact. accepted one of the demands.
Unpleasant as these demands are,
Nice. Look at that. We got a non-aggression pact. So at least they're not going to attack us right now. I mean, I could just attack this thing, but I don't really want this. Like, I kind of don't, like, I just want, yeah, like, we're gonna be influencing them, we're not gonna be assimilating them, because we don't have the capacity for another city, and this is a city. But what else can we do with them, actually? We don't have any other options here. We can bribe, we can praise, we can assimilate, resources and trade. Okay, and so we're buying iron from them already, which is cool, because it lets us actually build units here, which we're also gonna do over here. Where's our units? This one. Couple of them, actually, I think. But then I don't know what else we're gonna do here. Let's see. Gonna explore a little bit here, maybe. Oh, this one we can capture. Let's see if let's try to capture a couple of these places. Maybe this one. Hold on. Okay. Excellent. We're gonna capture this one with an outpost. We're gonna capture all of these because we actually need to expand pretty quickly. We have a lot of influence, so we can afford it. We can't afford another city, but we can definitely afford the small territories. Also, if you look here, if there's a little island here, we can potentially even expand like to the ocean here. I don't know how that works. Can you build a settlement in the ocean? Probably not. But let's look here. Let's see what we can do. I'd like to like figure out a way to build, like, to capture these territories here as well. So then our empire can actually go from here to this other continent there. It'd be really nice. Got an event. The Defiant Canvas. With cultural venues flourishing across the empire, a famous painter has been criticizing your rule obliquely through their work. Based on the cosmopolitan city of Aachen, their latest piece depicts a gluttonous, saggy-fleshed giant snacking on a platter of sugar cakes, and they are gaining much public attention. What is your response? This is cool, actually. So I can actually tell where this event came from, like what the condition for it was. I think this happened because we built a city on the island, right? Aachen is the city on the island, and it is culturally Han, not our culture, right? And the religion is also different. So I think that was the condition for actually this event to trigger, and maybe also something else. It looks like, you know, like maybe also because we have some, you know, theaters and stuff. So maybe those two things together combined for this Defiant Canvas event. So it's cool, actually. There's a little bit of kind of this narrative systems going on here. Okay, prohibit. We can prohibit this art, and then there's a chance of bad consequences, and it moves us more toward authority. So a blanket ban of political artwork will make a strong statement, but could provoke unrest. Yeah, I don't. So this could happen that like the stability goes down or something. And this one here, encourage. It moves us more toward liberty, and then the edge of the artist's censure can be blunted by seeming pleased. Yeah, I mean, there's no really bad consequences from this, so let's do that. Population gain. Karkloff. Stunning Karkloff forest. Okay.
Great sovereign, I am at your service.
Okay. Trading resources, grievances with all different religions. Strength is comparable. I don't understand. What do they want from me now? Propose alliance? They want to fight me. I don't want to propose alliance to them. But we got a new tenant. Look at that. Which one? Bear not false witness. Okay, this one. So, develop the intellect. So plus 20 science on per alliance on empire, plus 1 maximum number of holy sites, land movement speed for unit, naval movement speed on unit. This is not bad because we're actually exploring quite a bit now. Challenge orthodoxy, plus 15 industry and main plaza, plus 1 maximum number of holy sites. Not bad. Sustain the faithful, plus war support when opponent refuses their demand relations, plus war support when opponent breaks the agreement on relations, plus 1 maximum number of holy sites. I think all of them give us plus 1 maximum number of holy sites. Yeah, they do. This one also does plus 2 money per number of trade routes on city or outpost. And honor kin is plus land movement. Yeah, okay. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure what to pick here. Because this will help us with diplomacy. This one help us with industry. Actually, let's do this one. Which one is main plaza, by the way? Do we know what the main plaza is? Is it like a type of district that you can build, or is it just like the name of this center of the city? If it is name of the center of the city, it's a bit silly now. So there's no district called main plaza, is there? No, there isn't. Farmers' quarters, market, makers, harbor, garrison, commons, city center. Right. So why does it say? Why doesn't it say per city? I guess it's because, like, are the settlements also counting in this? Like, is this place here? This? Oh no. Is this place count as? No, I guess it doesn't. I guess it's just this thing. It's a bit strange. It's a little bit strange. But we do need construction because we're building a wonder and it's going to take forever otherwise, so. And we got plus 1 number of holy sites, so we're going to build a holy site soon as well. In 12 turns we're going to finish this. Exploration. Got a star from science. Look at that. With emphasis on armor and heavy weapons, the presence of heavy infantry can change the battlefield. Got a heavy infantry and plus 1 unit available for each army. This is cool. We can build a bunch of more units and add the armies to them. Let's take a look at our star situation. So, expansionism is still a pretty good strategy because we need only 5 tiles to capture. Building districts is really not bad. We need like 9 for the next star. And science is still the best, actually. We're always the best at science. Pretty good at science. But we need 2. We can't just do 1. Money is pretty far away. We're not fighting anybody right now. So I think building districts and science is probably our best bet. And also like capturing territory, I guess. Maybe territory, like maybe farmers as well. Where is it? Agrarian stars. Like we seem to be gaining population quite quickly, even though we didn't do anything for it. But doesn't look like there is any islands here. So I wonder if there's a way to capture the sea somehow. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something to be researched here, like build some kind of like platform in the middle of the sea or something, or create an artificial island, or I'm not sure exactly how we would do that. Because otherwise there's no way to have like a continuous like empire spanning multiple continents, is there? Like you can go through the little island over here, but that's about it. It's inconvenient. It would be really convenient if you could just capture like these tiles here. I don't think there's anything here. Okay. We built this settlement. Now we're gonna build another settlement. I really want industry, actually. Let's do industry. I don't know what these resources are, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be useful soon. I think these Acumites are preparing for war, aren't they? So let's do a scientific agreement with them. Refused. Look at that. Look at that. Let's demand it. Okay. Babylon. Okay, Babylon finished its project. We're gonna speed up the construction of our wonder. There you go. And after that, where is Babylon? There it is. What is this? Hamlet. Do we need slots? Don't need slots. We do need... I think we need growth is what we need. We need to build some farms, don't we? Let's do that. Okay, this guy reached the end here. Let's heal a little bit.
A delight to see you again.
Okay, got a resource from us. Who are you? Egyptians. Okay, let's sign a treaty, Egyptians. Trade everything. Wait, do you have anything to trade? I don't know. Let's find out.
I offer an excellent proposition.
Sells iron as well.
Seems adequate.
How are we doing with iron? We have enough.
This makes me content.
Actually, we have enough. Yeah, I'm buying this resource from them. Because I figured out like what these resources do. They like make the cities more stable, which is good. That's exactly like it worked in Civ. But this one also gives us science, which is what we want to do because that's the main way to get our stars right now. Silver on research quarter. Science per silver on research quarter. Okay. So we can also buy this actually. I think it's also going to be helpful to us. Okay. Okay, and these are barbarians or something. This has finished building, but there aren't any resources to capture. This one is going to be cool because then we can cancel the trade for iron and instead just get it ourselves. But currently it's being actually converted into like this barbarian outpost here. Which is what I like. Can we fight these people? We can. Maybe we should just kill them because I don't want a barbarian outpost here and I really want this iron and I don't want to deal with trying to capture them later. So we're going to try to attack them. Let's see. Oh, they ran away. Okay. Sipar population loss. Okay.
I think you might find this interesting.
Egyptians have proposed to improve our relationship. Non-aggression pact. Okay. Sounds good.
This needs careful consideration.
Share map.
Well,
Your proposition is advantageous.
Okay.
I offer an excellent proposition. Everything seems adequate.
Okay. Signed a whole bunch of treaties with Egyptians.
impressive. A cultural wonder that makes me want to pull out my toy blocks and go crazy.
Okay. I wonder, like, because we just signed a whole bunch of non-aggression and other treaties with the Egyptians, are the Huns maybe angry at us now? Oh yeah, look at look at that. This is not going well at all. Oh my god. Holy moly. Stole my independent people, trespassing, opposing the faithful, opposing the faithful.
I offer an excellent proposition.
A proposal as fair as a summer's day. We accept.
For both of our aspirations.
Tempting, but I'm not very convinced.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with these Huns because they might attack me any day now. But we'll see. How's this place going? Let's start assimilating this place. Oh my god. Wait, what happened here? What happens if we're below the influence of assimilate barbarians? Yeah, I just did. And we actually went beyond the city cap. City cap as base value small console. I'm not sure what that will mean actually for us from here on out. But we did get a couple of units, which is nice. So we're gonna upgrade right away. I'm actually trying to kill them right now. Yeah, we got it. We got it, we have it. We got it. And I'm gonna attack this thing here because we haven't really fought anybody in a while, so might as well. This place is gonna build this thing, like the castle thing, and then we're gonna continue with our food shortage. Actually, there's not a food shortage here. We do need more, like, everything really, but we're gonna probably help with the wonders still for a while. Oh, actually, we can actually also add a bunch of territories to this. So we're gonna attach this guy, and we're gonna attach that guy. So we have consolidated our territory in this part of the world, and now there's a continuous territory here, and this guy over here is kind of blocked in, so they can't do anything anymore, which I like. This is 3, and this is 4. So we can't combine these two armies together, but we have an iron here and we have an iron there. Maybe we can capture this one as well, and we get these horses from them. Like at some point we're gonna have most of the territory on this continent as well. How are we doing with the religion, by the way? Okay, this is almost converted, and this has started converting. So soon the Huns are gonna be paying the price. Well, maybe not this part, but at least that part. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we have these outposts here. This is actually right next to our border, so perhaps we can also fight them? Or can we capture them in some other way? We don't have enough of this influence resource, but we will soon. Maybe we'll send these guys closer there in case we do have to fight them there. And we have another unit. Gonna send them over there. Let's help with this. Right, this is not constructing anything. We're gonna help with the wonder as well for a while. And after that we're going to build science quarter here. A culture's heritage. The capture of the great city of Jurgovia was a proud day in your empire, marching through these gates. However, it was clear the defeated citizens were equally proud of their own colorful culture. What do you make of their customs and rites? So we got a new civic. Cultural blessing. Okay, so if either we can go monoculturalism, without unity we will only sow division, or culture is like a rope, stronger when composed of many strands. Okay, so either stability or influence. We can't afford it, so we're gonna hold off on this one. We're gonna soon construct our wonder. We're getting a new population soon as well, I think, and then we're probably good with this era. Maybe we should end the stream when we get to the end of this era. I think it'd be a pretty natural way. And then next stream we're gonna start with the early modern. So what do we need to do that? We need to get 3 more science, or we need to capture 1 more territory. We should do both of these. Also, you know, growth is nice, which are also close to. Let's see. We do want stability, money, stability, science. Stability, science, silk, industry, poor market, maker quarters. Yeah, actually this is good. We're gonna buy silk. Oh, we can't. We can't afford to trade. Okay. Well, let's not do that then. Okay. How's this doing? Yeah, we can't afford this, but we can probably fight them, right? We can definitely fight them. Let's attack this. So we need to capture the flag here. So this is interesting. I'm actually really happy that we got to do this, because I haven't actually seen this before. This is a pretty good place to start, I think. Unless... like this. Oh, I see. This one is dying. This one is dying. And round. Well, this was kind of steamrolled them, to be honest. I think we're done. Yeah, we got their flag. Excellent. So we got a little bit of experience. We lost a little bit of health, so we're gonna recover that. Did we get anything? We didn't get any money or anything, actually. I guess we got a bit of XP on them, but that's about it. So we're gonna regroup. Okay. I'm gonna move on here. I think it's probably best to just capture this territory by force, because it's costing us a lot of money and influence, and it's gonna take forever. And I don't want to spend 2,000 on this. All I need is just this territory captured, and then we're gonna get our star, and then we can move on to the early modern era. Military architecture, dedicated study of structures from military perspective ushers in ideas for devious defenses and formidable weapons. Okay, so what this does is that we can absorb cities into other cities, which is really good because there's actually a couple of cities we don't need. We gain them from these barbarian people.
Come, let us share our dreams.
You're buying something? Okay. What do I want from you? We do need growth, so we're gonna buy a little bit of salt. No, we don't have money. Okay, well, never mind then. Let's keep going. Right, so these cities are pretty good. I don't really want to merge them right now. But this city kind of sucks, actually. This doesn't have much of anything. Doesn't have any nice quarters. It doesn't have anything. What I want to do is I want to absorb this city into that city. Ooh, this costs a lot. Okay. What does this say? So, okay, hold on. Where does that tutorial go? Where did the tutorial go? Okay. You can now use influence to merge two adjacent cities together. This will make them become a single city with their infrastructures, fames output, and construction queue merged together. Note that this will impact your city's stability. That's okay. I mean, we will want to do this at some point, but we have nowhere near enough influence for that. I wonder why it costs so much. Maybe it just always costs like that, but at least at some point we're gonna want to do this. So let's keep this in mind. Let's keep in mind that it costs 13k as well. The problem is like we're beyond our city limit pretty far, so it might be a problem. What is this? Is this unit? Oh, it's already regrouped. Okay. Yeah, now we're gonna go and invade this barbarian kingdom here. I guess they're already defending. Yeah, these are crossbowmen. Upgrade. I want to combine these together because this 3 and this 2 is going to be a pretty good regiment, and then these ones are already pretty balanced. So we got an Era Star, Agrarian, excellent. So very soon we're getting our final star. I would like it to be from expansion, so I'm going to try and capture this. Free people over here. And these guys are gonna go invade. Buy a resource. I don't want to buy a resource, I'm gonna invade you. It's a siege. You may review the balance of power as well as the level of fortification in the battle panel. You can abandon or maintain the siege or launch an assault, which will lead to the usual battle confirmation phase. The longer you maintain a siege, the more siege weapons you will have at your disposal, provided these have been researched, while the number of militia units that the defender will have at their disposal decreases. I really like this a lot. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this. What I like about this is that in every other 4X game I have ever played before, siege units are like the other units. But because they are extremely situational, most of the time they end up doing nothing. They just sit around and they wait for a situation where you can use them. In this game, it seems that the siege units are a resource that you gain as you're fighting, which I would assume is the exact problem that the designers of this game have been trying to solve, because nobody likes building siege units in Civ. Nobody likes building siege units in any of the other games I've played. So this is really nice. So you just research them, and then they just give them to you as the siege goes on. So that's cool. What else do you have here? Number of militia units that defender will have at their disposal decreases. So, and this is also cool because they have a militia. Bannerlord does the same. I haven't actually played Bannerlord. That's a really good idea. We should definitely play that game as well on this channel. But I have already promised someone that we're going to play Caves of Cod as well, and we still haven't finished that Old Worlds campaign, so we're going to do that at some point, but it's a really good idea. I'm gonna remember to play Bannerlord as well, because it's actually something that I've been looking forward to doing. But yeah, exactly. So nobody likes building siege units. This makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure I understand what it means to maintain a siege yet, but we'll see. The other thing I like about it is that in every other 4X game I've played, it's actually really awkward to besiege a city, because everything just happens around or on one tile, right? This tile of the city. So you just stand around there in a circle and just keep clicking, and at some point you can't even bring enough units there. Because this game has this kind of area of combat that they just draw over the regular map, and it's much bigger. In this case, it's all of these tiles here. It makes it much easier, basically. It makes it much more pleasant to actually attack. It's more maneuver, and you don't need to have like 50 armies just to stand around and just keep dying from their archer sitting in the tower and not taking any damage and that sort of thing. It's just really like nice and clean and elegant compared to what I'm used to. So get reserves. Reserves are visible to the on the reinforcements tab. Select the plus icon to deploy your units. Drag and drop to define a queuing order. Okay. To select. I'm not sure what to do. Auto deploy? What does it do? Reserves units deploy automatically as soon as the reinforcement tile is available. I don't know what's a reinforcement tile. I don't know what's reserves units. I don't know how to deploy anything. Okay, I guess we'll auto-select, I don't know. And it's assault. Manual battle? Yeah, so all of our units... So this is cool, because we had the other unit over here. So these knights over there, right? So they actually got deployed along with our other army. So we have two armies assaulting the city. This is really epic, look at this thing. So we have these knights up there on this in the hills. We have these warriors down here. We have a lot of archers along the outer rim of the combat field. This is really cool. Like, this is a pretty epic battle right here. Okay, let's see. How do we want to deploy that? I want to put this guy... Well, this is here because it's protecting the archers, so maybe it should stay here. This is up there because it's the upper, like, higher ground. Maybe I'll move this guy to be here. This is a bit far now, so but then you can flank them, so... Now let's keep it like this. Wait, that's not what I want to do. End deployment, there you go. Fortifications. All district tiles that are connected to the main plaza, as well as certain special districts, are fortified. Attacking a unit located on one of these tiles from the outside will impose a heavy penalty on the attacker, as the defender can take cover behind city walls. The defending side can move freely in and out of fortified tiles, but the attacking side might scale them. Okay, understood. Breaching fortifications. Fortifications may be breached by certain special units that are listed as being able to attack fortifications, notably siege weapons, which I don't have yet because the siege has just started. Once a fortified tile has lost all its hit points, we say that it is breached. Okay. There's actually a minigame of siege. Each side has engineering skills they use to construct war machines. I guess that's in Bannerlord. Sometimes you would want to scale. You might prolong the siege, trying to get more machines and breach walls or assault almost any moment facing the... Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Well, we're like super strong, so I don't feel like I need to wait. Like I can kill them pretty much right away.
Onward to victory.
There's no line of sight here. Interesting. This archer is pretty useless to me right now. I don't like that. I would like them to be useful. So maybe they go here and stand behind over there. Because they can't shoot here right now. And this one can't shoot here for some reason. And this is far. So I guess it needs to go also somewhere. We'll end the round for now. Okay, we got a chariot attacking our archers. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this one died. This one also died. Why is this able to shoot that far and I'm not? I'm a bit bitter about that. If I move this, can I shoot? I cannot, okay. Why can't I shoot at this guy? That's a bit strange. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Like it is a pretty complicated mechanic. I don't know why I can't shoot this. Like outside of a unit's line of sight. What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means. Cannot attack this round. Why? I mean, we'll kill him, but it's pretty strange.
Get ready. I'm on. To arms.
Okay, killed this guy. There's only 2 left as far as I can see. And I think I can just go and destroy this. No, I can't actually. This is pretty strange as well. We're gonna lose some health, but that's okay. We're actually doing pretty well, I think. The only annoying thing here is that we want to take higher ground. Oh, okay, there you go. There's someone to attack here actually. Hello. I really like the animations as well. They actually land the hits and everything. As a Humankind Sieges, I actually hated them in early betas because they felt like throwing a player against a bunch of new and poorly documented mechanics. Now it looks pretty smooth. It looks pretty smooth. It feels pretty smooth. I really like the animations and everything, and I really like all of the mechanics that come here because it actually helps you like maintain the siege over time. I don't know how the balancing is yet because this is pretty easy combat, but we'll find out soon enough, I guess. For some reason I can't go around this. So, and we can't attack this guy, and we cannot attack this guy. Wish I could like fortify or something, but I guess we can't. Can this move? This cannot. Can this move? No. Who can move? Can this move? This can move, but can't attack. Why not? Why can't you attack? Okay, there's another archer over there. Round 3. So we didn't get any special like siege units yet. So we're gonna climb into the fortress. Wait, what's happening? I don't want to do that while... Look, this is strange. Like, I can actually go and do anything on the map while I'm also maintaining the siege. That's a little bit strange because I don't have the mental bandwidth to think about that while I'm thinking about the siege. Okay, we can shoot this far. This is very good. Can we shoot from here? No. Wonder why I can't attack this. Can this attack? Yeah, you can attack, but the other guy can't attack. I don't understand how line of sight works at all. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like there should be line of sight. Is that because I have another unit in front of it? If I move this, can you attack? No, you cannot. Is it because we run out of movement points? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know why I can't... This can't climb walls either, looks like. So... I guess we're gonna go, you know, defend our archers? I'm not sure what to do here. What if I move this archer over here and then shoot... Yeah, you can't even shoot it anymore. Well, this is not going as well as I thought it would. And there's no way for this guy to attack that. Pretty strange, all of this. This is supposed to be a ranged unit, but you can't shoot here either. This can't shoot, but that can't shoot. I don't know how this works. The limited angles they can shoot at. What do you mean angles? I don't understand. This is like a straight line right here. So literally a straight line. From here we can shoot them. Okay. Well, I guess let's shoot them. I don't understand why this can shoot but that can't shoot. It's very strange. Really. And that's the flag right there we need to capture. But I guess we'll kill them faster than that, honestly. Yeah, you can't shoot this, you can't shoot this. You can't even shoot this. Battle round limit. Battle round limit per turn has been reached. The battle will continue next turn. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we got this cultural osmosis thing. So minus 30% of unit cost. It wants me to revoke it. If we don't, then we'll lose. Yeah, we'll revoke it, whatever. Okay. Oh, look at that. We entered the new era. We earned another star. So I guess we're done for today. But I want to finish that siege before we move on. So let's choose this. Let's choose this in the beginning of next stream, same as we did this time. So era star unlocked. One of the militarist stars has been earned. Okay, it's because we killed a bunch of units. We have never reached that before because we never really fought anybody. But now we killed a whole bunch of units and we actually got the first star here already, which is very nice. Cultural conversion ended. Population gain. Okay, and on the next turn we're going to continue our siege. And then when we're done with the siege, I think that's going to be the end of this stream. And we're going to continue into... On Monday, we're going to continue into the early modern era. Okay, let's open this again. Okay, so we can shoot this, we can shoot this, and we can shoot that. No, we can't shoot that. Why? Why can't you shoot that? I don't know. I don't know why. This can't shoot either. Can shoot here? No? From here you can shoot there. What if I don't kill him but I get the flag? Do we win? I guess we won. But I guess it lets you finish the turn, so... And we got another era star by doing the expansionist. I actually wonder what will happen now because We're actually fighting this not to get the military star. We were fighting this to get the expansion star. The question I have is that did this star get lost because we're already at the edge? So we got the 7 out of 7 stars to advance to the next era, but then we got another star. So I think that star got us nowhere. That was a wasted star, because that's what makes sense. This is why you want to advance to the next era, because you will inadvertently just waste stars. You still get fame, so in a way you are advancing in your progress toward victory. But at the same time, you are not getting any stars that you could have been getting to advance to the new era. And you do want to get to the new era, so that would make sense.
Friend, you need a drink.
I do need a drink. Mostly need food, though. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for coming to hang on today's stream. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. This was really fun. We got through the medieval era. On the next episode of Humankind, we're gonna actually analyze these different new early. This looks really cool. There's Poles and Spanish and Ottoman and Ming. We're gonna analyze all of these different new civs that we can play as, and we're also going to have Pavlo, our historian friend and celebrity guest, on stream, so he will help us set some kind of historic context for our further expansion and conquest in this world. Yeah, thank you, Vidas, thank you, Serge Muller, thank you for coming to hang on the stream. I'm gonna go make myself some dinner.